even worse. See? Eventually, the three of us were going to be in the same fucking place. Yeah. So let's do this once and never again. There's also a fourth. So you would see Alex's hand is there. So he'll pop his hand in once every so often.
Yeah. I'm the one that's not pretty enough for the camera. So they just decided to keep me off.
That was your decision to make, not ours.
True. Yeah. Well,
I love
if
our
you
viewers.
moved that over
I think I might just,
probably fit more of this in.
Just stood there again in the corner of his head. See? Just start crippling together.
Go ahead.
Right, this won't be awkward at all because this is the first time we've ever done this together. So, Rumble was fun.
It was.
It was a good Rumble.
Great crack.
I'm still a bit miffed at the order of the matches, though.
And far.
Yeah, the crowd died after the male one.
To be fair, I felt the night was over after the men's Rumble. It's just you're just used to that ending the show. So I know it felt like a lot of people were just done after that because it was all hour of.
And the rest of the matches were fun.
Yeah, to be fair.
Except for the tag match. That
was a bit strange. I really expected that to go to a third fall, like it normally doesn't.
It makes sense as well, where he almost instantaneously even going in because he's like, or we need at least two lads anyway that haven't had 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The thing is, Jason Jordan wasn't even included in the Rumble match. And then when Seth it was in there longer than 10 minutes. I was like, oh, for Christ's sakes.
This is pretty obvious. I was getting annoying for me as well because in the raffle I had Seth. But I also had Apollo Crews, so I had no faith. But it was really annoying because I had 13 Apollo Crews and then 14 Nakamura.
Oh no way.
To be fair, Rick, you picked my numbers. I didn't get to pick them. They were picked out for me.
Do you know what was funny in John's situation?
3 were picked out first and 1 was put back. At 14 is that other one.
What was funny about the whole John situation is he went on to Paddy Power and he was like, I'm after putting money on Seth to win the Rumble. And I was like, why would you do that? And he goes, why would you do that? And he goes, just, loyalty to you. And I was like, who else did you pick? And he goes, I have Finn to win as well. That's, do you know what? That's actually, that's a solid call.
Even better, it's a cousin of mine who absolutely hates Sasha, doesn't get the hype about her, and decided to stick a $5 on her to win the Rumble.
One point wasn't a bad show as well. Halfway through the Rumble, you're like,
but the fact
I will actually say halfway through, I was like, Sasha wins. I'm actually going to be really annoyed. And then when the Bella twins came out, I was like, no,
yeah.
One of the Bellas going to win. I was like, please, Sasha, for love of God,
be fair,
you win. But
Nikki,
then seeing her getting knocked out, I was
Nikki came out and people were like, and Brie Bella came out and were like, Brie Bella.
To me, I expected Nikki.
Sorry,
Brie, I didn't expect.
Everyone likes Brie because of her association with Daniel
That's the only reason.
That's the only
to be fair, I think
like
she's tried more to learn to be a better wrestler.
That is true.
She's actually putting in the effort, whereas
Nikki was
just putting in the effort to try and get married.
Yeah. You go, girl. Worked out for you in the end.
She finally got the ring.
Yeah.
I watched that.
So did John.
I watched that documentary that they had in the network afterwards. Yeah, the 24 one. It was good. If Nikki Bella, if everyone else seen, was blatantly going to propose to her in the ring, and she was the only one that didn't cop onto it, I find that incredibly hard to believe.
Have you ever watched Total Bellas?
Actually, will say this.
No.
They didn't. They were already engaged before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What?
He proposed to her in Times Square in New York City in Times Square, and then they decided to rehash it and make it a public thing.
In the middle of Times Square, I think is public enough. So how did no photos come over that?
They were going to do it
because that's what probably would have just paid money to clear out Times Square for an hour.
But it wasn't even that. It's because that's what the entire series of Total Divas was building up to. So they needed to finish off the storyline, and that's how they decided we finished the storyline by having him propose in the middle of the ring.
Do they think people who watch Total Divas don't watch the actual show?
It's on the E Network.
That's so ridiculous.
Have you ever seen any of the shows that are on the E Network? Of course, they're all completely scripted. And yes, I love watching them. They're about best hangover TV ever.
What is like. the fact that they're doing it twice is like, but they don't. Hang on a second, but they're already engaged.
But they never like make reference to it. They don't
There
make
must
reference
have
to it.
been-
It's literally, it's like, we know we're engaged, so this
Yeah.
is, we won't make it public. We'll do it this way to make it public.
In the middle of Times Square, I'm assuming there must have been some wrestling fans roaming around.
I'm
Place
not
going,
saying in the middle of Times Square, like it was in, I'd say it was probably in a fucking hotel or something, like privacy.
That's
Have
true,
you ever?
actually.
I mean,
It's probably in a restaurant. He likes his fine dining.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, he more or less kind of like left the ring on the table and just went to her, here, don't make a scene, but there you go.
Bring the ring, right? If I see a tear, it's come back.
If you cry in this public place, the wedding is
It's a sign of weakness. You've tapped out.
Oh, I,
Right.
I was going to make a dirty comment there, and I'm like, no, actually, I better not, because
Yeah.
I don't have a screen to hide behind.
I gotta
Move it,
check.
Move it.
So I gotta
Just get
check.
a corner of you. There we go.
I gotta check and see if this microphone's actually recording on the video. The audio, I don't know if the video's picking it up.
That's a good point.
And I just realized this. So let's get check that.
We are professional.
It's
Ultra professional.
Look at the
Yeah, we are.
professional.
cool. Fucking disaster. 20 minutes is just like muffled fucking talking, and then the rest are fine. Doing this as a podcasting, a proper podcast.
Yeah.
So you get this one on video, and you get the other one about 2 days later.
Doesn't matter if he's in the shot then. So
It does.
No, not really.
Not really.
No.
no, if it's just an audio podcast in a couple of days, we don't really care.
Yeah.
I suppose you can leave. So.
Okay.
So
Bye, Alex.
In all fairness, he could have phoned me.
Sorry, hold on a second. Every kind of week we do this, all of us are pretty much phoning it in, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. I mean, I could have taken down notes from this last night, before that, and the last week.
What happened in the last week? Well, look, all I know.
What
is
happened in
New
the
Japan
last
stuff
week?
Happened, and it's overshadowed everything that happened in wrestling because I got to see the Golden Lovers reunite. Tear-inducing moment for me because I saw two 30-year-old men hug that I'd been waiting to see hug for years, and not in a pornographic way for once.
For once?
I knew it would crack her.
Sorry, for once?
I know.
Can we go back to that?
Sorry, okay, actually, we now have so many more questions.
Well, when was the first time?
Look, have you ever watched DDT? It's some shit goes down in that wrestling company.
Shit goes down?
Yeah, look.
Larry Kenny is a very, very sheltered
Very college.
place
Yeah, clearly.
when it comes to this. Dressed up as a priest for this, like you did for the promo video. Just to be like, what? That was the first time go in there and we'll do confession.
Oh my god. Can we just point out as well, like we started on the Rumble, we started on the women's one, and then we just moved to fucking Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find two lads had a hug, like big whoop. I feel like bigger things happened in the last week.
Do you know, I think even as someone who's not a follower of New Japan, even I know that that's actually a big deal.
Is that a really big deal?
Like Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi love each other so
Men
much,
can't hug in
and
Japan,
they were
is that the
Like,
separated.
to be honest,
Oh, that's
they
the
are
problem,
they are an OTP. To be fair,
Like, they're the
and-
best ship in wrestling. Like, fuck the Shield. Like, people who ship the Shield, it doesn't work as much as the Golden Lovers.
Get the
because-
fuck out right now.
Sorry.
She already castrated you last night. We're going to see a live murder on this podcast. I fucking knew it.
Did you hide all the cutlery?
There is no cut reaction inside there, but there's that brush that's spiky.
Do you think we can get a sponsorship deal out of these types of things?
I forgot whiskey. Damn it.
For once.
Yeah, there's bound to be the bar downstairs.
Hold on,
Is there not a mini bar?
No.
No.
It's not
I'm
that
It's
still
not that
I'm
fancy.
still working on our sponsorships.
We're
We're gonna taste the
Touch the
rainbow.
rainbow, taste the rainbow.
Either we're getting a sponsorship or getting kicked off YouTube. It's one or the other.
Yeah, well, either
Would
way.
anyone like a red branded fruit sweet?
a red branded one.
No,
It's
thanks.
just
Compared
like,
to the green ones that are sour.
It's totally not a thing. Like, don't worry.
No, deadly serious. Does anyone want one?
no, I'm good.
No.
It's a professional setup.
totally.
Jesus.
Yeah, so sorry for the Japanese stuff.
That's the only thing. But I mean, Kenny got kicked out of the Bullet Club too, I suppose.
Kind
That
of.
still
It's
hasn't-
not official. It was mainly just Cody and Hangman that kind of.
And Cody keeps telling people everything's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's
See, here's the
wrong.
thing, because the Young Bucks weren't there, so they didn't help. Because Matt had hurt his back during the match, and then he got pie face, and the Young Bucks just went, "Look, we're not dealing with this, Kenny. Okay."
But you know, actually, Matt
And
looked so hurt.
he
In the
did.
video. It actually like.
But like, imagine your best friend pie facing you.
But
like
like he looks, it's actually just like his facial expression in the video. You're just kind of like,
it's really sad.
oh.
And then Marty's just trying to keep everything together. You know, he's the new kid, and his friend is falling apart.
This is like Marty like looking at his parents having an argument. And, like,
Yeah.
please don't get divorced.
Is really?
It's gravy train. Oh Jesus.
Well, in fairness, like
Marty.
Marty has known like the Young Bucks for how many years? Like long before.
Blew up because of this.
Yeah, that was his real announcement to the world.
Not before
He got him
then.
booked in Japan.
It's
so.
like, would the Villain Club T-shirt exist if he
The
wants?
Villain Club.
No,
No.
God, no.
But like,
But not fairness,
yeah,
Marty merch is always a top
it
seller.
was always good, but the Villain Club stuff is
Yeah.
better.
himself. He's most over in Ireland.
I'll just
But,
come
like-
to Dublin and go, here's, come on, we'll buy it. Give us. Give it.
Yeah.
Just
Like
give me
it
it.
is. It's literally thing. If he could like walk up to you and just be like, "I spat on that."
He's got to be up there with the other famous Martys of Ireland, like Marty Quillen and Marty Morrissey.
They've got not him. Marty Skrull is God here.
I don't know. Marty Whelan. Oh, that is a tough one.
Although to be fair, Marty Quillen shaved
is a
off his
winning
mustache.
streak.
That was a big no-no.
That was
He crossed the line there.
It was a dark day in Ireland. I will admit.
Way off track.
Yeah, but that's us, isn't it?
The last 5 minutes of me talking and me sitting there going, please shut up. Please.
We to be fair, we barely talked about the Rumble considering.
All right, let's
We'll
talk.
do the
Okay,
Rumble now, though.
Well, we just
okay,
go,
we
like,
will. We'll
go
do
in
the
order.
Rumble now, right? So we'll start off with the pre-show. Seeing me when I went up to Alex. Okay, greatest pre-show match.
That was the real pre-show.
Of all time. Do you know, like literally, when you have a table of 16 of your mates that are all in the same group chat with you, and it's the same one that Alex's is, and they're all willing you on to be like, just go tear him a new one. He's like, you know what? I am going to tear him a new one. Make sure you say large. And yeah, no, we will. Yeah, we're going to say large as well. Definitely. Yeah.
And just did for the rest of the night.
Oh, sorry. Again, you're not in the actual group chat with us. Every single chance we get, everyone's like, "That's a bit of a large now leap to make, isn't it?" Like large.
Yeah,
is
Ali
like
did that alright at one point when she passed us. She goes, I'm sorry, I'm a large woman coming through.
Right, Jay.
Just her hands all over me. Going, sorry, I'm really sorry. And I went, okay.
Like, but mainly, like, this was the really funny part about it, though, right? So you have Jade, Ali, and even Jess, Nathan's girlfriend, who's kind of like, motherfucker, like, how fucking dare he? Like, all of us were like, we would all consider ourselves to be large girls. We're like, how fucking dare you? And then after every moment, every time we got up to leave, we'd be like, beep, beep. Like, we'd make the noise with ourselves. Alex would hear us, but we were just so committed to it at that point. And then what happened was Jade hadn't eaten yet, so she had ordered a burger, and me and Ali were sitting down and we were eating donuts. It's just literally all here is, oh my god, I love donuts. Donuts are the best. Got me some chicken. And then it's just like me and Ali just looked at each other. Large girl. So now after we've actually just confronted Alex about the whole issue that he will never ever again.
He won't.
He will never make that mistake again.
I'm not even going to say the L word ever again
Right.
in my life.
I'm going to say it a
I'm not
lot
even
in the
gonna
next
say
20
it about
minutes.
Coke. If somebody goes, what size do you want your Coke? I'm going to go
Regular,
the big one.
regular.
I'm just going to go the big
regular.
one.
What makes it even better, we're never letting this drop either. We are going to bring this up every time. I saved the date. I have saved the date when Drew Parker retweeted that and like commented over it. And I'm every single time that happens, I have the screenshot to send it to you on the anniversary. Good times, guys. Good times.
Don't make mistakes online.
Come back to haunt
They
you.
will
Yeah,
come.
they will.
And if Drew ever watches this, I'm sorry. Please don't murder me. I like my head. Don't cut it off.
If you do
Please.
watch this, fucking cute. Have you seen
I've
Winston?
never seen the dog.
Oh
I'm
my God,
afraid
Winston.
of going near his
He's a
tweets
French-
now, so I can't
He's
see
a French bulldog.
them. Oh my god.
He's the cutest thing ever. They have him at like the Fight Pro shows. He's like their little mascot. So
Well, no,
Oh my god.
I know.
I just
Actually,
realized
I'm just
something.
gonna look at the dog from afar.
Shit, I meant to fucking book that. Do you want to get a room by yourself?
I don't mind. We'll talk.
Can we talk about this later on?
Yeah.
So anyway, can
I just say something
can
before
you
we?
believe people were complaining that the women main evented and they were going, oh, it was just because they're women. It's like, no, because it's interesting. There's
Hold on a second.
so much room
we
for
are going to wait.
surprises.
We are going to wait until that for the main event. I actually think we should do because
Yeah.
oh my god, I am going to let rip.
We need to critically analyze from start to finish.
So, right, that's starting the pre-show matches, right? You had.
Can I just say something beforehand? I just realised. Do you know how we usually rely on Amy to put in the link into the forum?
That made even worse. I said it to you.
I don't know how we're going to do it.
I actually said.
Because otherwise it's going to be my fat fucking face in the camera, me getting the link. I just realised that.
The number in the corner that you constantly watch hasn't moved. That would be why. So.
Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't really move anyway to like 20 minutes, 30 minutes
in.
in.
Look at it this way, right?
But nobody knows where
we record it now.
We record it and we'll just put it in the forum later on. We'll just pretend it's live.
Yeah. They won't know.
We're doing the audio version anyway. So
that's true.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do a lot of editing on this.
No, there's some of it's funny.
No, apparently like it.
We're always live and uncut. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'll be on Castbox, I think is where I'm going to put it.
So,
that's most
the lesser known podcast.
Pre-show started with the trios match.
All of them were on it though.
The which match?
The trios, the Mexican guys,
the
and
luchas,
the non-lucha.
The luchas where the ring announcer forgot one of their names, and you can look at him pointing to the ref going, "What's his name?"
Oh my!
And then saying it afterwards.
Which one did he forget? Lindsay Dorado. You mean the one who hasn't been on TV in about 2 years? I can't blame
Okay, I will be honest here. When it came to the pre-match matches, or the pre-show matches even, I didn't actually see an awful lot of them because we were taking part in other stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even see the first match either.
Because
I only seen the tag match and then
I was giving out donuts for most of that, to be honest with you. And
the pill tournament was still going on as well.
Tournament was going on.
This is why we need to sit closer to each other when we actually go to these things now.
Yeah.
Oh.
We couldn't.
It's free donuts getting.
Yeah,
we could have just left you at the side.
That's true.
This is actually the thing. If you ever do see me at a low blows party, chances are there will be an extra donut going off.
Nice.
Going around.
What brand of donuts?
Off the beat.
Please.
Are these like the quoted donuts?
Basically, Amy has probably paid for most of your overheads, so you kind of owe us one.
So, like, there was like Boston creams, Nutella, Kinder Bueno.
Oh,
sweet Jesus! My mouth was watering as I think about it. And I had
Amy's a donut shot like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, you just want to abandon us, go for donuts.
Yeah,
we just keep recording as well, just because come back with 20 minutes time, just donuts all over our faces.
I would look like sister or something.
This is one of those few times when we can talk about food and actually all go for it.
We probably will. Let's be honest here. It's fun.
There's still full intention to get a McDonald's.
Oh yeah, Jesus, yeah.
I had the pizza earlier down there, but I still would like more food, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's some left.
To quote Aaron,
it's like a half pizza. It's like a half pizza.
Aaron from last night.
It was a really big pizza. I'm not fan ahead now.
So yes, you do want food.
Yeah, because someone said there's a German.
I don't think you meant to do with the much money.
Okay, hand me over the box.
Oh.
No, this is what Alex said to me last night. I wanted to get food at 5 a.m. in the morning because I had been sitting down for 10 fucking hours.
Pizza?
That's why I got it from.
Nice.
Peppers.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, and I wanted to get food. And then he persuaded the person I'm staying with at the moment, Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
It isn't sitting over the corner.
Speak like. Microphone here, big enough up. There's a 24 hours Donatello's or Domino's or something around the place.
Donatello's?
One of them.
Michelangelo's? Leonardo?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Raphael?
So
all the ninjas.
All the ninjas. I get it. I got it
They're heroes in half, though.
Yes.
And I went, all right, cool, because Rachel wanted to go home and go to sleep. And what did we find out when we got home?
There's no such thing as
it was a Sunday for a start.
Away from that, there was only a fucking 4-star 2.5 miles down the road, and they didn't deliver to Dublin 1.
Huh.
Fucking Dublin. That's everything I've been saying since I got there. Fucking Dublin.
Like, I'd have thought
they wouldn't have that happen in Cork.
Order stuff at 3.
They literally wouldn't have that happen in Cork. There's 3 miles away from my house. They still deliver to my house. Like,
that's what they're desperate there. They're like, we need all the money we can get.
That's because
they live right next to a college.
Oh
in the open right next to a college. I think they're probably okay. I mean,
probably well used to it.
yeah, so I remember doing. You know what? Maybe I'm going to get into that because that actually annoyed me. Now I was like, I'm laying on the bed staring.
So, anyways, the tag team match on the pre-show
was a rematch of Raw 25's 50-second squash match, which followed 50-50 booking laws, and the Revival won.
Which was quite strange, and I just came out of nowhere because it was just a which started a trend for the night of just roll-ups.
Yeah, everything seemed to be a roll-up.
It's WWE. They love
State of Revival's gear though.
Up with that.
Jesus.
Oh.
Their gear needs reviving.
Someone could take that screenshot and take his face out of it and just put it next to really shitty puns. That'd be great.
I'll just Photoshop myself there.
Ask Keen to do it on his phone.
Make use of that jailbroken phone, really. Make use of it. You've got to be sacrificing gifts for some reason.
Oh God.
Although, hang on, loads of people responded to him on Twitter with gifts. Can you see those?
Can someone get Keen a new phone, please?
Right.
Can we get a...
He just needs a second.
The reason why Keen will not update his phone is because everything that he uses, like to his videos, is the software that's on the phone.
But he can have a second phone.
Keen is a very, very poor college student.
I know. I didn't say he had to buy it himself. I mean,
he looks like a very, very poor college student.
Yeah, we'll do a Kickstarter.
In fairness, actually, if we started GoFundMe for Corporate Keen, it would literally only need like 5 minutes. Fucking inside the ropes or even Corporate Keen fans.
Yeah.
Kenny actually was down on his hands and knees and he actually bowed down to Keen.
Videos are great.
Do you know what made it even better? Keen didn't have a fucking clue who he was. And it wasn't until I think it was who was said, I think it was Kaza to Ali, and then Ali had pointed out to Keen and Keen just went, oh cool. And that was it.
Very humble.
It's mental the fact that the guy who doesn't show his face in videos is more famous and well known. He's recognizable. Yep, he doesn't.
Because like,
Kenny
are you Corporate Keen? And he's like, yeah. Now down to never stop making music. Okay. Laughed it off, and then it wasn't his. Like, just so you know that.
What has happened? The Keen masks.
Who knows?
Because I now have a shape on my boiler that is now empty.
I'm not even going to reply to anything that just sounded wrong, to be honest.
So
on my boiler, you've seen it in my in the podcast video.
Yeah,
every
but
week
the way you
the
way you described there's a hole shaped.
Originally, you weren't meant to take the mask with you to begin with.
I feared it getting left there and getting thrown out.
So what happened was Nathan went around and got them. It was actually really funny as well because Keen sent us a really panicked text message. It's like, I can't find the mask that has the eyebrows on it. The eyes cut out and the mouth cut out so he could actually talk and see through it.
I was wondering how he made his entrance.
Great bloody difficulty.
I was kind of thinking it was going to take a while anyway, but like,
oh, it was so funny because we were all thinking, we was like, oh my god, he can't see through the mask, and I was like, saying, have you got someone to walk him out? And then we saw him come out, and he was like, and a weird angle,
looking down.
I even said to his Nick, I was like, well, he left. Even see through there. Because I didn't even know there was eyeballs.
Yeah, he left it, but what happened was he left it behind. Because he had to leave early because he was going to college. I think he left after the men's Rumble match, and he just sent a really panicked text. He goes, "I can't find the mask. It has the eye holes in it." And we were just like, "Where did you leave it?" And he goes, "On the table." And I was like, "We were in a bar. How many tables do you think are around here?" And we were spread over like 8 or 9 different tables throughout the night. I was like, "Information there, Keen, please." He goes, "The one that Donald was sitting at." I was like, Donald was also sitting at 3 different tables, and like, and then eventually I found it underneath Dave's sailor hat.
I can try and share it just.
Oh, fuck! I didn't think of that.
Well, mine will be prominent. You have 2 likes on the video, so somebody's obviously watching.
Play that there a second.
It's Rachel giving us a pity like or something.
The audio is quite good, actually.
Yeah, that's actually quite good.
Jesus Christ.
Just keep talking. It's like just carry on.
Yeah, just carry on. Yeah.
But
Who's like this?
yeah, so like seriously,
don't look at me. Keep going. I'm just trying to sort this.
It's just interesting for some fucking reason. Anyway, go on.
So yeah, so we end up finding the mask anyway. It was underneath the hat. So then that was grand. And then what the fuck was I talking about?
Keen.
The mask. Before you left the mask.
Oh yeah, doing the mask. Right. So we eventually found it underneath like a sailor hat. And then it got to a point where I was like, where the hell did this sailor hat?
That was Dave's.
It was Dave's. Yeah, it was Dave's. Part of his karaoke costume. Oh my god.
Second, I'm sorry. Dave should have won.
Oh, maybe.
Dave's already in the Hall of Fame.
And he should be in twice. He should be the
Nathan's
player.
one was so
It's getting
good
to
though.
a point they don't want to do the two
Nathan's
of them,
so
I think,
funny, though.
until it's WrestleMania. Then you can do a double. Then they want to do like a Hall of Fame.
In fairness, though,
Yeah.
Nathan's one was
Right.
fantastic.
Genius. I will say that.
Because I thought he was going to add in his own lyrics,
No,
and then I realized
I thought he was going to do the curb stop, curb stop, curb stop. And I would have loved that as well. To be fair.
No,
Oh, that would've been great.
I knew what he was doing, but I'd forgotten. So when he
Me
got
too.
up, I went, all right. And then when he did it, I went, oh, he's doing the thing!
His thing is, because Jerry was asking me if I knew certain people on the list, and I was like, no, but Nathan's name wasn't on the fucking list, so I completely forgot he was doing it.
I can have a feeling when Jerry came around and was like standing beside him and talking to him. That's when it clicked with me.
So go to the low blows parties, right?
Well, you need to start going, but like.
But for you to don't, right? It starts at around 6 o'clock, and there's a lot of pre-show entertainment.
One question there about the pre-show: why did NXT start early? I thought so, but like that was a little bit annoying because I avoided NXT all day.
Yeah, because I noticed that when I went in, I went, "This is very deep in the card for you." 6:15.
It's also as well as because the times that had been set up as well for WWE, they wanted to do the actual WWE pre-show.
I did think about it, like they just started early, but because there was a lot of stuff to fit in between then and the pre-show.
I will admit though, I got a little bit bored
in the pre-show.
Because I was like, because I realized it was like, Jesus Christ, this is like 6 hours I need to fill. Really shouldn't have watched Takeover. If I didn't watch Takeover, I probably would have been better.
Trying to sell the low blows parties here now to people that haven't been there, and you're just kind of saying it's actually
just don't do it, Aaron. Do it.
I was tired.
It's just don't watch.
But anyway, so this is what I'm going to do then, right? So for the pre-show, so with the low blows parties, they would start maybe around now. Okay, yeah, they do start earlier now because they are trying to fill in more time with more things, right? But example, they have the live band, the Low Blows band, which they do a different set for each show, so it's never the same set over. I mean, it was Indie Darlings last night.
I really enjoyed that as well,
which was a nice change, especially this fact that they started off with Love Is Blindness, and I'm like, I can leave now, I'm happy. So they do that. Then there's obviously the new one that they had is the Pool Rumble. Dave and John set that up, so it's like
I was quite disappointed I missed my shot.
Oh, here, did you see my one? If I put a little bit more of it to it, that ball would have went in from the bloody goal.
Yeah.
I should have fucking.
That was happening right behind me.
Who won the end, actually?
Small fucking package.
Oh,
Phil Boyle won. So he has his WrestleMania shot for the title, which is Dave's, because he lost to Jerry. Because Jerry lost it.
That was actually quite fun. I did enjoy it.
And then they had their karaoke competition, which is nice, right? They'll always do a karaoke competition.
Seriously? I remember last year's
karaoke. Sorry. No, it was just he put it up.
No, that's what I'm like. No, I'm like seriously. I can see it's a one-word thing.
Live.
It's not even like seriously.
Put into it like.
Make a joke.
It isn't even live. It's like live, just live.
Live.
Hey, there's 4 fucking people watching. No, never mind.
Don't mention it. Remember, just do that thing.
Don't mention the war.
I mentioned it. It gradually goes up. She mentioned it. It was like 2 people were like, "Fuck this thing." I'm gone.
I can understand when the number is there. It's so tempting to just look at it and go, "Oh my god, there's this many people watching this."
But Dan, don't jinx it.
I haven't said the number. If you say the number, I ruined it.
I ripped the piss out of him doing it all the time. And now I know how easy it is to do.
See, it's very shocking when you go, "Oh, cool, there's 4." Oh no, it's gone.
So yeah, so like, but anyway, so the low blows parties, like they definitely grow its getting because they do different things each time. competitions for the Royal Rumbles. You have your table quiz for Survivor Series.
Yeah, I really enjoyed.
Oh, seriously, the best round.
What do they do for
the
Mania?
best round? Hold on, the best round in Survivor Series table quiz, dead or alive.
Yeah,
right, because it's the only time you are ever going to be excited when you find out that
Somebody's
wrestlers
dead.
because it's like dead or alive. It's like, oh god, I think that one might be dead. They are dead. Yeah. Oh, oops. I'm trying to think. So SummerSlam, they have the beach party, which is Limbo. The beer pong can get a little bit fucking frustrating when you have one bloody cup left and you can't get the last cup, and then you're like,
can't get the ball on the wall, like.
And I can't remember actually what they do for Mania. Well, Mania, they have their Hall of Fame ceremonies, and then there's a competition to get into the Hall of Fame as well.
What's the competition with the?
So sometimes they do 2-word tango, which is fucking hard. It's easy to play along with, but when you're actually up there trying to do it, you have a complete and utter mind fart over it. Who it is or something like that, and then or else they'll do heel face, and I hate doing heel face. Heel face is like every time the bell rings, you change from being a heel or a face. So you're basically in the middle of doing a promo, and you can be like, "This is the greatest. I'm so happy to be here. This is the greatest ding because I have to deal with all you." Like it kind of goes back and forth, and you're kind of it's so hard. So
if you can have an idea in your head of what you want to say, you can just change.
You can kind of change it back and forth, but it's one of those things. It's once you can see everyone. God, because I remember, I think the only time I've ever actually done like the proper one was when we had to do lip sync. Jared picked the music for it. Shawn Michaels, sexy boy. Thanks for that, Jared.
But you could change the sexy Kurt.
Because it was the lip sync.
Oh well, yeah.
It's one of those things. You're kind of like you can't really do an awful lot of things, so I end up just doing basically a dance.
If they did the sexy Kurt thing as well, you could get.
I literally just danced it, and I think I gave Jared's girlfriend at the time a lap dance.
Oh my
right.
God, yes.
So the fella that was up against me for it, they decided we'll give you an easy one. Hogan, me. All you had to do was like that,
and then
and rip your shirt. You couldn't even rip your fucking shirt. Like he couldn't rip it. Like he was just.
Yeah.
Do you know what makes it even worse? Is like I was wearing the same type shirt that he had on. It was like one of those. It wasn't even like a proper like material type shirt, and I was like
pennies.
Like pennies type shirt, and even I just went and ripped the top of mine. Been like, yeah.
I'll have you know, some of those children do put in a lot of effort to make those t-shirts.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't think they would like you.
Yeah, have internet access.
But the annoying thing about it was like he didn't even put in any effort. I was like, you motherfucker! I'm just after making a show of myself in front of the shed, and you can't even rip your shirt. We ended up getting knocked out in the round after that as well because the lads couldn't remember the names of pets. I was like, you fucking idiot. There's pets. Because I followed them all on Instagram.
The thing I'm just wondering is like, you know how they've started the.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Are we that close to the edge of the bed?
Apparently we fucking are.
In all fairness, I've got one ass cheek on the bed.
There's acres. Just move the laptop.
I didn't know she was that close off the fucking edge.
We'll all move this way. Just move the laptop and we'll go this way. That's not actually made any difference.
No. Well, yeah, because
it has.
I'm no longer.
Actually, we're more in the centre now than we were before, to be honest.
I'm no longer on the edge of the bed.
If anywhere listening the audio, I nearly pushed fucking Amy off the bed, apparently.
Like, you actually see me go.
With the Low Blows Network.
Yeah, no, they're not going to. Well, no, 1 second, they're not going to see that in audio, though, either.
That is true.
That's not really important.
The people watching now get to.
You shouldn't listen to this on audio. This is a live experience that you need to watch.
So at least now people can listen to us while they walk.
Yeah,
it's very hard. I would find it very hard for somebody to sit through like a two-hour video that we normally do. So at least if we can put it up as a podcast,
fair fucks you though if you do actually sit through it and watch this, because
in all fairness,
we can't even do it.
No, you can definitely tell that nobody watches these from start to finish. Otherwise, there'll be a lot more said about them.
Yeah, true.
That is true. There would
Because
be an
they're-
awful lot of like Amy needs to go to anger management.
Yes,
comments.
there are certain things that would happen on
Aaron,
the podcast.
Aaron needs to,
Maybe
to visit
they-
an AA.
Maybe they do need to. Maybe they do want to say you need to go to anger management, but they're too afraid because you have an anger issue.
That's actually.
And also, I'm Irish, so we don't have alcoholism. We just have. You could really cut down a bit, like.
You're just fond of the drink.
But
It's
anyway,
fun of the
yeah.
drink, yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So get yourselves to the Low Blows parties now that
Do-
they have
yeah.
like the Low Blows network on
Yeah, they're doing all
Patreon.
that. The Lobos Network, but the thing I'm just wondering is like
We
they're-
should compete and start our own Patreon. Be like,
That's not going to happen.
And also, what am I going to be able to
be
like?
very fun though.
what-
I'm not going to
what-
make you charge.
What can we offer people?
I'm not. Do you know what? I don't feel like we. Have
We could offer them
Technically-
donuts.
Technically, we should be paying yous.
We
for
could offer them
this.
donuts, then they'd pay.
That's true.
A donut from admin.
First
Amy?
10 subscribers get a free donut. The next 10 get to see our Alex and Aaron do a Q&A session against
We could
each
do
other.
it where
Me and him in
a
a room, just
subscriber
going,
gets to be on
So
the
Jim
show.
Cornette sucks, huh? Fuck
Say that
yeah.
again. I'm gonna be guessing the show. That's not a bad idea, actually. See,
I'm not. I have comments, but I'm going
The only problem is you have to go the whole way to Cork. So
well,
maybe-
granted, and also if you make it a guest on the show, it's like a 50-50 chance you'd be stuck on to stay on the show.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
would be asked to stay.
But I know there's other podcasts that have tried that, and it just doesn't take off. Like,
Viewed videos.
Yeah, anyway.
I love how we went from all
as I was
doing.
trying to say.
Yeah, go on.
Right. They started up the network and they're planning on doing the non-spoiler Mondays.
Yes,
The thing was, are they going to do that for every other pay-per-view apart from the big four?
they have their first one that they're doing it for. That's what
Elimination
I'm
Chamber.
sorry, is Elimination Chamber, which
It's just the one I
I
would
did not-
really like.
which I did not
really-
avail of a free ticket for.
Yes.
No, I'm not. But no, I'm using that one for WrestleMania.
Okay. I really want there to be a party for Money in the Bank.
There
They
probably
did a
will
Money
be.
in the Bank party actually before because they wanted to see what the numbers would be for it, type for it, because it technically should be a cross brand
It is cross-brand this
Right.
year.
this year. So last year it wasn't.
It
I
was
think it was
just
the year
SmackDown,
before. It
was it?
was before Mikey went to China. Low Blows party for Money in the Bank, and it was actually a really good crack. So hopefully, because it's a cross brand thing, they might do one again.
I hope so because that'll be fun. There's a lot of ideas
I
you
think I
can use
might
out there.
text Jer actually. and ask
Plus,
him about
plus it's in the summer as well, so that you get a better chance of getting a crowd as well.
I actually think I'm going to text Jer about that actually later on.
Like I've mentioned, I've even said it in comments several times. They respond to me.
I know
Please,
the WWE
please make this
themselves
happen.
are
I
looking
want
to
to
make
come.
it a big 5 kind of thing because they're
I
putting
will
on
subscribe.
Takeover.
I've actually subscribed to it because I want to hear Justy's podcast.
Oh, yeah, it's true. That's going to be great.
Oh,
Hang on,
actually,
it's out today, isn't it?
last night actually
Monday.
we're in.
Get
when I-
on that. Get on the Low Blows.
Is it
And-
pantomime or pantomime? The thing is, like the way you read it and
Yeah,
the way you
it's
say it is
pantomime.
two very different things.
I fucking when I went into the bathroom last night because it was that point that
Make
like
sure I take that.
everyone took a piss break just after the men's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, honest
And
to
it-
God, I've never had the queue and there before ever.
Yeah.
So everyone just walked out and just went to the toilet. But I just got in there just before it got busy. And
You've got to be shitting me. This gobshite after I got my hair done, and then he starts messaging me on Facebook. I haven't spoken to him in like 12 years. Fuck off, you weirdo.
He happens to be watching. I'm sure Amy
He's
doesn't mean that.
fucking not watching this. Oh.
Oh, okay. So I went to the bathroom and then I just like, so when you get into the men's bathroom, there's a mirror that's at the side. Just turned around and Justy was there and he just went and walked away and I got a little bit inside and went. I got really excited for some reason. Okay. That's
Do you know what's funny? When you get rid of one weirdo, another one pops up.
Oh, I know this situation. I'm very familiar with it.
basically what happened when we got rid of Keenan and then we got Amy for the podcast.
We had
We got Keenan. We got Keenan first.
Keenan
Keenan first, then Amy, and then we went. So we might as well keep on.
Keenan came on. We had technical difficulties.
That was very fun.
Keenan
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And we've had Nathan. on a
doubted
few
our
times.
professionalism.
We got that after
and then
Amy again.
did he join Lobos after that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
had
saw
Ian
that
for
today.
Low Blow.
We drove him away.
Basically, we're the feeder league for low blows. Like, you know, we're just that damn good.
What shit that is?
We
Yeah.
hadn't got anything to offer him, so
You threw they were paying us for how much we talked about logos.
Are they just talking about that now? Just get over and breaking news about CCW.
Yeah.
What?
So their champion's injured.
So
Pastor
there
William
was
Reaver, yeah.
Serious injury at a show.
3 to 6 months.
He was wrestling.
He was on
yesterday.
Progress.
So
he got injured
against
at
Roy
Progress.
Johnson. I haven't even watched the last chapter. I have 2 to catch up on.
No, first they could just have him do like a thing in the ring where you just hand over the title.
Watch.
Probably will, like.
Watch. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. It is.
Oh right.
Seriously, one of the greatest things. I think one of my.
I love
favorite
what they
things
talk about it, but we're kind of not really sure.
I love
what they're
like,
talking about.
I love
Yeah.
one of the best things about Progress is just the names.
Probably, this is one that
Old
we
Man
need.
Yells at
We
Cloud.
need
Is
to
that
have
that
a
was
special.
fantastic, to be
Right?
honest.
The names of Progress shows are
The
one
show
of my
we can't
favorite
call
things.
Progressylvania for legal reasons. Best one.
Some of them are absolutely class. That is,
Yeah,
really,
so
that
we
is
need a
actually
special
quite
about
upsetting
Progress
news to see
because-
that, even though I'm
Yeah,
not.
we do need a special about Progress, actually.
Yeah.
Can we just continue on with the fact that we spent 45 minutes talking about a pre-show?
It's a pre-show,
And
but anyway.
we haven't
well,
finished
So-
the pre-show.
So the final pre-show.
The
match, right?
gloriousness.
Yes.
Why the fuck was it Mojo Rawley?
I was convinced it was going to be Ty Dillon.
Right.
I was happy with the change.
Yeah.
There was going to be a massive build. A lot of people are like, what are the odds that it would be John Cena come out? One, Rob, God bless his little heart. Maybe it's going to be Pete Dunne. I'm like, no, I'm holding out for the Rumble for Pete.
We didn't get Pete Dunne.
No, we didn't.
We didn't even get.
Do you know what's
like,
quite stupid?
Well, wait.
He was pulled from an indie date on Saturday to do a pre-show on NXT.
to do a pre-show on NXT, and then
just
all right
an
now
interview.
and just do the interviews. They've also been pulled as well. Well, also it was to get their awards.
And then they were
Right,
pulled
so they want
for
to,
the
right?
tapings.
They're
today,
full
the
for the
night before.
tapings, yeah, for night before. So it is in a sense here. They're literally just going to be using them for NXT tapings,
Yeah.
I'd say. He gave me Trent, so thank you.
But they've been.
Trent and Roy as well. I wonder what music Trent will come out to. That'd be very
The same thing he always comes out to.
What?
The same music that he would always come out to. Like if he's
Well,
doing a single.
in OTT, he's only ever come out to Love Is Blind.
Yeah, but he'd be doing singles, so they'd use his actual ring music.
And I hate the fact that I don't know what that is because I've only ever seen him in tag matches.
In Orgro, it's the same that you'd come out to with Tyler Bay. They use an Orgro.
Oh, is
For
it the
them.
Hot Tag Media one?
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know that one.
Took away Love Is Blindness from us. He took away Bring Me Horizon.
So that match was okay.
No,
It
it
Then
was
we got-
disappointing. Right?
It was hugely
Because
disappointing.
It's one of those things. Is like you're expecting an open challenge, right?
Yeah, but
It was
it
an
was,
open challenge at the
So-
Rumble as well.
it was the pre-show.
Was who you thought was going to get everyone?
Well,
And then he
Mojo was
lost.
in that tournament for the title. Why would
Yeah,
they put somebody
see,
else that's already?
No, listen.
Oh, well,
It made the
wasn't
more
open
sense.
challenge.
It was an open
Fair,
challenge,
yeah.
and it made the more sense because he did SmackDown. So logically, you go, if he doesn't know I'm coming this time, I could beat him this time. Where before he didn't know I was coming, and
Yes,
I nearly
he's
defeated him.
not going to know I'm coming, despite the fact that my music starts and my name pops up on the screen.
No,
and he
in
has
the
to run down
yeah,
the
but he
ring.
didn't know. Like he didn't know like 10 minutes before I knew who he knew he was facing.
Hey guys,
Character wise, it made sense.
Yeah.
I think the
You're-
WWE
you're-
is scripted. And I think
Yeah,
they knew
I
who was
think
coming.
he had an idea.
What? Wash your mouth.
I think he probably knew when it was announced on WWE.com that there was going to be a pre-show match.
Yes, I know he probably he.
Mojo mightn't have known, but that's just Mojo.
Oh my god!
I don't
It's
think
just like
I
when
actually don't-
TNA did the open fight night and people just randomly walked out from back and
I'll be honest
nobody
with-
knew. It just so happened to fit the storyline.
I'll be honest. I actually don't think Mojo. I think Mojo thought it was actually the Rumble match, and he just ran out. And
He ran out with that
He
much.
ran out with that much vigor, and then he kind of stopped his football.
There's only one guy left. I'm going to win the Rumble.
Man, that whole bit, his entrance is fucking.
And it's for the UK.
Weird.
It's for the US
Has
Championship.
Bobby Roode been in the Rumble yet?
No.
Nope. It seemed like a prime spot to put him in, to be honest. I'm very shocked he didn't get put in there.
To be fair, they didn't have room with some of the surprises. And
Anyway, let's
Hurricane.
move on.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's-
now just thinking about it, right. So let's go on to the main show.
Yes.
Holy shit! That match with the Usos and Alpha, American Beta, even.
I look like a botch at the end.
I will say this, right? It did actually look like a botch at first, but
Went
I
on for
had
ages.
I fully believed that the Usos were going to lose because of
No, I never.
because of the
Oh, the
DUI.
DUI. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
I never thought that.
Yeah, so I was like, oh shit, they're gonna have to drop. Like, did they have to punish him somehow? God bless you, Enzo, because you've taken the heat off everyone.
Everybody else looks so much better now.
They were all like, hey, I only had a DUI. He's a rape allegation against him. Fair play. We won't take the title away from you. So that's realistically how it went. But that first fall went on for so long that I were with forgot that it was actually a 2 out of 3 falls. I forgot it was a 2 out of 3 falls.
That's why I was kind of surprised, but then it kind of made more sense then why there was only 2 falls. Because if they went for 3 falls after that, it would have went on for ages.
Oh my god. But
I wouldn't mind it though.
it was a good match.
Can we just go back to the match before that though as well? AJ Styles against Cammy.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Can I just say he made Kevin Owens and Sammy look like geeks because he baited both of them for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
for them, but it was also a dodgy finish though. Well, so
what's happening there?
All right, so what's going to happen here in the sense it's not going to be dealt with until SmackDown.
Yes.
Anyway,
nobody I was waiting for Daniel Bryan to come out.
Fair, that was great though when he went into the back and they were asking Shane.
Did you
see
like, that?
Yeah.
I was like, come on, oh, what a bastard.
I like SmackDown's kind of authority figure storyline because I like Shane and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, but
they're quite good at what they do.
Who is the heel and who is the face?
They probably don't even know that yet.
In all fairness, it keeps changing.
It does.
Yeah, I think they're just going to tease both of them and then it's going to
there's like some weeks Daniel Bryan's just like he's doing the right thing, and then there's Shane is just doing things just he genuinely doesn't like. Cammy.
Like when I pull it down, just flush back. Splash back in.
Oh god, Lord!
Because I just saw you just go, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? I'm there.
As well, there's like Monster and pizza don't taste nice. Apparently,
Monster GI, and it happens every single time I drink Monster when I'm like doing this.
Do you think WWE are going to ever get around to making a deal with them, like have put brawn on some of them cans?
But there are kids oriented company, and they're trying to outlaw Monster. They're trying to basically make it like alcohol. ID to get in them, especially over here.
Do you know what all they have to do? Just make smaller cans for children.
Fuck off! Don't you dare take away my mom's.
You're not a child.
Smaller cans for children.
For children.
Oh, even if it is a small
but that's a pint of it.
Caffeinated drink anyway.
It's just in smaller form.
Sorry, look at the size of a fucking Red Bull.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then they have big cans of Red Bull as well.
Once you have to be over 16 to purchase them in a shop.
Yeah, but what's the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, well some shops anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess just for fear they're going to run around the corner and just mix it up with some vodka.
That's not fear. That's
happening. Yeah.
But anyway, so the Sami Zayn match. So that kind of screwy finish with the fact that there was no tag. And
yes, also ended with a roll up.
Yeah.
Like
that was
we're finishers just outlawed. We're all finishers been saved for something else. I just
Chris Brooks was booking her death by roll up. So
you weren't even a good match though.
Yeah. It was an alright match.
It was a good match at the end.
It was a bit freaky.
No, but the thing that annoys me about it is because when they can make a big deal about a referee decision on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, and then when the referee fucks up and it's shown on the replay that he fucked up and there's nothing done about it.
Yeah, like someone in the back wants to win.
There's no continuity at all.
No, there's not.
Does not fit the storyline though of Shane is trying to screw Kevin and Sammy over.
I suppose it does, but it happens way too often.
If that's what you're trying to do.
Who restarted who?
But there was another referee. Remember the start of the tag match? It was just another referee went down.
It wasn't Shane or Daniel Bryan that was involved.
Another ref. There could be a whole thing where they could do a storyline where Shane told the referees not to go out.
It's interesting how it's going to evolve because it surely has to go somewhere.
It will. I hope so.
Well, this is probably just a special WrestleMania, or then again,
but that's been leaked since 2 months ago.
Yeah. Back him on that match, and he's.
Yeah, but they probably do a whole. I want to cash in early and challenge at Fastlane.
But the thing is, I still find interesting is they were making.
Him as Jamaican.
I don't know.
Making huge references to the fact
he's a Japanese guy and you did him as Jamaican.
Jamaican.
What was that?
Jamaican, I'd have offended every Jamaican person.
I'm cashing in, man.
That is what you said.
Look, I used to do Batman as Indian, so leave me alone.
Oh, Jamaica with your bobsleigh team.
No people that you can believe. I'm watching Cool Runnings when I go home.
I was like, I'd seen somewhere that Jamaica have actually qualified for the Winter Olympics.
They did it again.
Is that real?
Yeah, they did it again.
Yeah.
Great.
Jamaica.
I just generally
22 years after the last one.
Go on, Jamaica.
You go, girls.
Yeah.
And guys.
No, but like, is the big thing about saying that the winner of the Rumble have the choice of which.
He chose at the end of it.
Do you remember like
He chose
in the last couple of years
sound
they've
was
never
off.
said it like what?
I think as well last year was the first Rumble they had since the brand split.
Yeah, but they didn't even mention it then.
We're probably going to mention it now
They are gonna
because they want that
mention
unpredictable. They want that unpredictable. Like we
Asuka's
still don't,
clearly going to go after
but
Charlotte.
we don't know.
I don't think so. No.
But like, go after Bliss. It's too easy.
Again.
She's on Raw.
Again.
That's the best thing for it. Actually,
wait until we actually get to that match because there is a few things I want to talk about in that one and it would make sense.
What was the next match? The next match was the Rumble.
It was the Rumble,
It
yeah.
was the Rumble match, right? It was the men's Rumble
so
match.
good.
It was one of the better
So
ones.
much.
Rusev and Balor started.
That was great.
Rusev and Balor were 1 and 2.
Did anyone else think it was possibly in English as well? Because like, because he comes out, it's like, is it him or is it Rusev?
I thought it was Aiden English at first. That's why no one was that excited for it. And then as soon as when he started doing his end,
Trust me, there was another spot in that Rumble that no one was fucking excited for.
Apollo Crews.
No, the fucking
Apart from
ending.
me, who had his number.
No,
The ending.
the fucking ending.
Oh, here.
Dolph Ziggler coming out and everyone in the.
Oh, that was.
I marked out like mad, even though I knew he wasn't going to win. But I
Right.
was kind of.
Did you see the clip online of the two lads sitting down? They're like, well in the back. No, they're like, camera on, and they're ready for number 30, and like most of the crowd behind him goes, hey, and the two of them just sitting going,
What?
huh?
What was the point of the
The fact that it was like the record sprite thing as well.
I don't know, but he,
Seriously,
And he got knocked out straight away.
right?
yeah.
But
It would have made it.
I
Would,
actually don't understand the logic on that.
it would have
one
been
at
better
all.
if he was
They're
in the
really
last
trying to
three.
belittle the number 30 as much as possible. They just ruined it for the last
But
couple
like
of years.
one of my favorite moments in that match when it was Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah, the
Shinsuke,
old
Seth,
guys against the new
and,
guys.
It was great.
Finn
He had a
Finn
great show.
Nakamura and
and Reigns.
Reigns against
No,
Randy
yeah,
Orton.
Randy
Orton,
Orton.
Rey
Yeah,
Mysterio and
Finn,
Cena.
right. That was one of my favorite things ever because then when it was like the old and new, and then you look and you see that it's Roman Reigns and Rey Mysterio kind of against each other. I was like,
That was so
I was
funny.
like, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
the cutest little thing ever. It's like little and large.
That
Oh,
was
but
gas.
it was.
But
I
it
was
was
for
like,
a second to register, and then when she said large,
It's like they're
No,
all
but
getting ready. Surely there should have been a moment where Ray goes, oh, and I go, oh fuck.
just, I actually would have preferred it if Ray kind of started and just looked at
Yeah.
Randy and was like,
Yeah, surely it should have been Ray and Finn.
yeah,
Probably.
that would have
It
made more
would have
sense,
made
right?
more sense.
But that was a nice little moment. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
ooh, the old guard, the new guard. That's a nice sort of thing. That fucker.
John Cena.
No, Roman Reigns.
John Cena killed all the
Oh,
fun.
fuck.
That
It's-
Right.
As soon as
There
you
was a
eliminate
few-
Finn Balor, it's like we fucking hate you,
Who eliminated Finn?
John
It was Cena.
Cena.
Cena. All right, so John Cena was the one that eliminated Finn. Let's just wait here for a second. Myself and Ali had both
Putting
our
over Young
men,
Talent.
right? We both had both our men in the ring. We were very happy at that. And Roman helped Seth to eliminate whoever it was. I kind of knew,
Yes.
right? He's gonna, I knew that he was gonna throw Seth over because Seth had another match that he had to lose. So that was
to be
that was
fair,
fine.
I
That
did
was
like that moment as well. He knocked him out and he looked at them and
He
when he
looked
got
at-
angry, he was like,
He's like,
Ah.
oh, you
felt
got me.
it.
He's like, yeah, okay, you got me. Oh, you.
Ah.
Don't turn around and I've got a chair in my hand. so he's like, that's grand. I knew that was going to happen. That was fine. Ali was kind of like, it's okay, Amy, it's okay. Then Roman took out Randy. I've never seen Ali get angry at Roman Reigns before. But as soon as he threw out Randy Orton, she was gone. She was like, fuck you. This is the end. I hate you. He's fucking dead to me, Catherine. Hey, go Roman. Go Roman. Go Roman. Ali are in a bit of a pisser mood at this now, obviously, because like, oh, fucking hell. Because at that point, we're like, if fucking Roman wins again. I actually
when
if he won
I was
again,
like,
that
if
would
he
have
won
been it.
again, I actually would have. I would have
Especially
been like,
when
I
it
actually
was-
quit. I am just going to turn into a
Final
little
three
indie
was
mark.
Nakamura, John Cena, and Roman Reigns. And I was like, oh fuck,
Right.
If Nakamura goes over now, this place is going to explode.
Oh my god! Like there was absolute, like I could actually feel the tension in the room, right? So what happened was, so when Finn, I was dying to pee since the Rumble started, right?
As was everybody
Every
in
single
Buster's,
person
apparently.
was dying for the toilet, right?
Well, to be fair, there was another reason why people cleared out as
Right.
well. But
Hold on a second, right? So I was dying to use the toilet. Can't go because Finn is still in the match. As soon as those poor Irish bastards' feet hit the ground, I was up. Finn was not. I was up, and there was a fella sitting, like the way the tables were, they were really close together, and there was a fella. He wouldn't move his chair, and I just went and shoved him out of the way. And Jer is on the other side of the room. He's like, like he's pissing himself laughing at me because, and then you can just see me run. Like I sprinted to the toilets, and then as I was coming back. Hey, I'm really sorry about that. I was bursting to use the toilet and you just didn't move quick enough and I didn't. It's okay.
See, this is why people are afraid to say you have anger issues.
Right?
You weren't even angry there and you already hurt someone.
Here, like
She was. Finn Balor just been
Finn had just been eliminated. I was pissed.
And Seth got thrown out earlier on.
And Seth got thrown out by
double
Roman.
pissed.
I was agitated.
For at that moment, she literally would have.
I would have glassed you in the face. It wouldn't even have been a punch. It would have been a glass.
Oh yeah, I can appreciate that.
I thought you left at one point because I was like the Alex. I would do that tomorrow at like 5 or 6 or something. I can't remember what match it was, but we were just talking. And then like he goes, "Yeah, but I know about Amy." He's like, "Why? Where's Amy?" I goes, "I don't know. I haven't seen her in fucking ages. Look over there. She's not there." I was like, "Amy,
No,
go
I've
home."
actually seen her
Was
go
she that
past me,
angry
yeah,
after the Rumble?
Oh yeah.
No,
Just,
because I was in there because I always talk to the lads in between the matches. I don't care about.
But can we talk about the Heath Slater thing?
Oh
Hilarious.
my god, that was the greatest thing ever.
Elias.
Good too.
Oh, can
Remember
I
the
just...
guitar?
Like, seriously, the funniest thing ever is like when all the lads got thrown out of the ring. Is Finn actually injured or is he just a really good actor? I was like, if he was actually injured, there'd be a ref over with him, but there's no one with him. Will you stop freaking out? That was Rob, I think, was going on about that. And then Elias, Jesus. Then Elias came down and was doing his entrance, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is why everyone's out of the ring.
Yeah.
Like that they want to
Makes
do
sense,
this, they want to do this." That's
It was
grand.
genius though.
It was really good, but this is who took him down for Baron Corbin. So when Heath Slater's just walking down and Baron Corbin takes him out, everyone's like, "This is terrible." And then it happened again, and everyone's like, "Oh, I just wanted to get into the ring now at this point." And then who was it? There was a Big E. As he's like crawling closer, Big E comes down, shoves the pancakes in his mouth. You're kind of like, "Oh, this is brilliant." Then when he finally got in, who did he eliminate?
Sheamus
Put him in, and then Sheamus knocked him out.
Sheamus throws him in, and he eliminates Sheamus, and everyone's like, "Yes, go on, you're the greatest. That's my boy." And then he got eliminated. Fuck you, Jinder. It was just
Remember Jinder got knocked out and was like, "Look at me." I'm just sitting there going,
"Oh, it was just
"That's awesome."
It was
Something
just
like
so
that.
funny, like the whole thing. But even like as per usual with Kofi's, how's he going to get out, stay in the match this time?
Good. Good.
Good.
A play.
The thing is, did he alternate foot? Because surely if he did, then they both feet would have touched the floor.
No,
they
he
have
was
to hit at the
hopping.
same time because you can do the whole.
You can
know,
do,
have to
you can
hit
alternate.
it, like,
You can
okay.
do 1 and 2, yeah. I just thought that was so funny.
No, that's not the rule. Both feet have to touch the floor, not at the same time. So if his right one hit and his left one was still up, he can't switch.
But in
But
that
then
thing
two-
where Shawn
then-
Michaels
I'm
did,
nearly
did
sure
he
he's
not
Shawn-
do
yeah,
it?
His
Shawn Michaels
feet never,
did.
his
But then
feet
again,
never touched the floor.
His foot alternate on top of the pancakes. It didn't really make a
Sorry,
difference.
no, that's why they have the rule is now 2 feet must hit the floor because Shawn Michaels did have 1 foot touch the floor. That's where the skin of the cat comes from.
What's the skin of the cat
It
comes from?
is.
That's Ricky Steamboat. They started doing that first.
No,
That's the
Shawn
most
Michaels
iconic.
is the one that they
Yeah.
Oh,
actually.
right, yeah.
Well, considering he did it and then came back and won the Rumble, it's probably why it's more.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. Is he up against that Royal Rumble British Bulldog?
Yeah, well, in all fairness,
Is it?
British Bulldog was a bit stupid going up thinking he won.
Yeah, like come on.
I
So
hate when
music's not playing,
fucking-
there's no announcer.
Yeah, it's like
If
It's
you
like-
didn't win.
You
that's
have
like a
not
pet
won,
peeve of
Music's
mine,
not
though.
playing.
not
Well,
won
his
to
music
your
was
name.
playing, was he?
That's like a massive
I don't
pet peeve for me about like Royal Rumbles in general. So they throw them and then they just turn away. It's like, look, just make fucking
Just
To
make
just
sure
look
that-
that he hit
make
the
sure
To
they're
be,
not
to be fair, they've rectified it these days when now they just point at WrestleMania sign instead.
The
Like,
amount of
yeah.
people that point at the WrestleMania sign, I was like, "Oh no, you're not going
The
to
434,
WrestleMania."
Yeah.
the 434, one of the best pages going. And yeah, that was one of them for the amount of time.
I ran out of cocktail. I ran out of a jug of cocktails
I
during
was
that match.
just glad that's it. I
Just-
hadn't
just-
got
just
any
from the
alcohol
amount.
in front of
Did
me.
you get an actual cocktail, or did you just get 3 drinks poured into a glass?
No, I got the fish hook.
Fish hook as well, which was just pineapple juice and
Do you know
alcohol
how-
at the bottom.
If they give you all the pineapple
Seriously,
juice, and that's why it was
Then
none left for
that's
my will.
obviously there was none that the thing.
No, because
my one was just pure
I get-
tequila
I get,
with a bit of pineapple juice.
yeah,
in
because
it.
your man
And
that
they
made it,
didn't
he
have
didn't
any
even
other
stir it
cocktails
or
offered.
anything.
They don't do jugs of cocktails, but because it's after like one of the low blows team,
Yeah.
it's made specifically for low blows parties.
They need another one. They should get one named after Keane.
It would be
It has to be
non-alcoholic.
red.
Yeah, an alcoholic
It
one
would
for
be
Keane.
No, but
non-alcoholic.
they could just do it like
Conspiracy.
Virgin Corporation.
no, like a
Conspiracy.
big red or something.
The big
Big red.
Again, but like even if they did again, it would just be full of fucking tequila.
Yeah.
So much tequila.
Yeah, I just got fucking
I
pineapple
wanted to get
juice.
one of those, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're not doing them anymore." I went, "The one drink here
Yeah.
that I want."
I've been what, three busker shows now, and I still haven't got one.
The Buster show because they don't have that.
To be
in
honest,
LA.
they were only actually meant to do it at SummerSlam. That was it.
That's the thing. Hang on a second. Where did the cans of Orchard Thieves come from?
You probably got them from upstairs. You
The
can't get them
cans
upstairs.
of
Yeah.
Orchard Thieves.
Yes.
Barry brought them with
I'm
himself. like.
pretty sure they were brought by
Yeah,
themselves.
because I just thought it was ironic. It's like we're
I was
gonna
like,
have
"I
a beer
could've tried
fest.
those."
That's clearly cider.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But the men's Royal Rumble match though as well. So obviously there was a bit of a glitch
Yeah,
with
Right.
the feed.
that's more to do with the Wi-Fi.
I still
which
actually
is
haven't seen the
questionable.
actual finish.
have- yeah,
I
don't
haven't
know
seen
who
yet.
wins.
I did. I
See,
watched
here's
it
the thing
today.
is there
It's
was
quite good.
actually here's the funny thing about it was at the Rumble, the last Rumble that we had in Woolshed, right?
We
After
didn't see the finish either.
well, after that kind of got shut down, right? What happened was when people were watching it on their phones on the network,
Yeah, good
right?
idea.
So there was like obviously there was different points of the room because we were
Yeah.
all on different feeds or different links, and everyone found out at a different time who
Same
had
thing
won.
happened on this
So
show.
the same thing happened again this year because some TVs got
Popped up. Yeah,
popped up before the other ones. So anyone who was sitting
Around
at
the
the
bar,
bar
yeah.
area, they actually saw the
Mm.
finish of the match.
Yeah.
Where we were and our tables on the
We're
pit
yeah.
missed
We
it.
had the network feed.
We swapped over, yeah. Now in saying that, we did actually get to see very briefly what had happened when Nakamura won, but I don't think people really cared that much just because of the fact it was like it's fucking Nakamura
Yeah.
that had won.
Yeah, but like, right. So this is a
I
problem
was
I
in
had
it
with
because I
it.
was been waiting to pop before. Like
Do you
I
have the
wanted to
network?
see Nakamura win.
Do you have
but
the
like now
network?
that I know he wins, it's kind of.
Do you have the
lessened.
network?
I do. But
Still
it's
is
lessened.
good.
I know what happens.
Still is
now.
good.
No, but watch it though.
I watched it today. It was still as good.
I will watch it, but I won't watch nearly as
That'll be
big.
one of the things I probably will do tomorrow because
I had a massive problem with that one because when I realized it was going down. No, this could be years of me streaming shit and just getting used to the fact that I've missed pivotal moments in wrestling shows. Because the
that's a
fucking
good
stream is
point,
gone,
actually.
so I'm just immune to it at this point.
That was the one thing I could relate to because there's plenty of years where I've been the sole responsible of getting a good stream for WrestleMania,
That's
and then when it
like
goes
it's happened
down,
to me
having
as well.
people looking at you going,
the
It's
best.
like, how do you expect me to fix up my actual no control over?
Yeah.
This was the worst thing about it, right? So the people that me and Alex were sitting behind inside there. Now, I think somebody from the forum was sitting in front of us. I'm not sure. So I'm
Yes.
not gonna was it the person I'm thinking of?
It probably was because this is actually a really sad and depressing thing, but I know the majority of people that don't go to the parties who are from the forum now at this point.
Right, cool. So I'm not gonna name them by name because then I will be technically bullying someone or assault no. What was the rule again?
Verbally assault.
Verbally assaulting someone from the forum. Is it technically
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
doing?
technically a
Yeah,
ban
so I
on
won't
offense.
name by name. I'm just gonna say that his entire group of fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
there
Massive.
was even the people who were sitting in
dickheads.
front of us who were just talking shit about it as well. It's like,
Oh no, it was just
There was something said.
The-
The ones
because-
that were behind us that kept like saying, "Oh, fix it up! Why aren't you fixing it?" It's like he did a sarcastic "This is awesome" chant, and myself and Ali turned
Get it
around.
now, and that's
right?
funny.
Myself and Ali turned around and looked at him, and as soon as he kind of saw me and Ali just giving him the dirtiest of death stares, he just kind of
Oh,
it
sure.
wasn't me. It's like, sorry, that you no.
that sort of reminds me
And
of
then-
when
Gaze his eye contact, and then his girlfriend came back, And she was like, "Oh my god, they still haven't sorted out the sound. What kind of promotion is this?" And then Ali turned around and went, "Sorry, they don't work the Wi-Fi. Is that an issue that you're having with the Wi-Fi? I'm sure yours works perfectly all the time, does it?"
Oh Jesus!
Last
night was the worst night to piss off Amy or Ali. Like when their lads had lost the Rumble,
like,
you just don't.
Do you remember what
I still didn't get a Pete entrance. I didn't even get like a backstage segment.
That was the most ridiculous.
I didn't like. Do you know what? No, I'm not going to get my Trent Dream on all of this. You can fucking give me Pete Dunne, and you took him away from me and other Jade. I mean,
there's more than one.
There's more than one.
Yeah.
Do you not know that?
I just know of the one.
I was so disappointed.
I don't know. Like, I just know of the one Jade.
You do know, like, there's more than one Daniel on the phone.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think is hilarious? There's only one fucking name, a nickname. There's only one of me, and yeah, there's a nickname for it.
But one of the worst ones, and it just showed right how, in a lot of ways, people were very ungrateful of what they actually do. Was I'll say the hat he was wearing, so Alex knows exactly who he is. The fellow with the Batman hat on. He spent about 20 minutes afterwards and spent the rest of the show like a big fucking baby sitting there going, "You fucking want to watch anything?" Because the fucking Rumble got cut. It's 2 years.
Yeah.
I was so tempted to turn around and go, one, last year, probably not their fault because there was some dickhead in the fucking crowd decided to call in the arm response unit to the fucking thing. So leave that one go. And this year,
It was the Wi-Fi.
It was a Wi-Fi. Also,
they're starting at 6 o'clock.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, now I get it.
What's at 6 o'clock?
This is the No Spoilers Monday one.
And also at that point, none of us knew if it was the Wi-Fi
or the stream.
It could have been the stream, or it could have been the network in and of themselves.
Like honestly, like
no, because especially because I kept sticking it.
But here's the thing is,
this
the thing is though, with the network, I will be watching it at home. Not watching a live event, I will be watching a previous event. I'll be watching something. It will always stop and start.
There will be problems. Have you ever had the problem where it goes back 5 seconds and just constantly repeats the same thing and then it'll jump forward again?
Like, I mean, that's an issue. But like, this is the thing is, if you have the network, if you have any type of subscription form, if you have Netflix, it's always going to have a bit of a stop and start.
Netflix isn't usually too bad, but like I know what
you know what I mean. It might sometimes it might pause to load up something. But the network has a serious issue with it constantly. I've noticed.
New Japan World is terrible for it as well. It's constantly buffering, and you have to watch really low quality.
That's what I mean. Like with some of them, like there is an issue with their actual streaming services. So I don't think
it can be shit at times. Demand progress. If you're watching live and pivot chairs being temperamental,
that's the thing is,
I have the same problem as well.
Get the fuck away from pivot chair. Oh my god, this shit doesn't even work on the laptop most of the times. It will work on my phone, Grant. It will work on internet TV, but if I want to watch something on my laptop.
And their download speed is really bad.
Oh fuck me! Like, oh my god.
I used to download all the shows and be like 3 hours. It's like, okay.
The only thing I would just wonder about the Wi-Fi is which was it the free Wi-Fi or the paid Wi-Fi?
Which
that they were using?
They used the paid Wi-Fi.
That's terrible.
That's even worse. It's like you can't
Especially
rely on.
Yeah, they basically
you can't
paid
rely
for
on
to
free
try
Wi-Fi
and ensure
because you have everybody who's on their phone.
I think from here on in they just
they
need to plan ahead and watch them train for the pre-show and for NXT use the stream.
That's just the really annoying thing though as well, is that it actually worked.
It worked fine.
It worked fine up there, and then after that, then it was
that one moment. Because
I think there was one at one point where it did a little stick for a second, but it was grand after.
Yeah, it was grand, but it was during the Rumble that it started happening.
And I think when it happened again, everybody assumed, that's only
it's going to stick.
Come back.
And then as soon as it after I think it was 5 or 6 seconds, that's when Jer went off straight away to go and get it fixed. And then people started bitching, why haven't you sorted it out
so
yet?
They are.
They're in the process of doing it now for you. You fucking wanker.
You can't see where.
You're just too fucking cheap to get the network yourself, so you came here to watch it, so you can't fucking complain. They're doing you a favor.
Hey, not everyone's like that. I have the fucking network, and I'm not too cheap. I just wanted to be around other human beings.
The only reason why he came up because he wanted to get us on the same room to do a podcast together.
Yeah.
And he wanted to buy a t-shirt. Probably as well.
Yeah.
In all fairness, it's quite an appropriate one to get to.
So, yeah.
like, I'm taking this as a sign that this is going to happen
chicken
to me.
dinner.
Yeah. I was like, I just started going, this is it now. This is the sign. Because it was the only top insider that was in my size. They had more boxing.
All right, will you just get Seth Rollins? Will you just do me a favor?
No.
Preempt it.
No. Fucking, yeah, so my head, because then I sat there all night and I had that one particular member from the forum stand in front of me for most of it, and then bump off me continuously when he walked past me, and I was just so tempted to go.
Enough about the bitching point though on the members of the forum, because after that match, disappointment really hit in.
But the place, do you know? I think can I be like in agreement?
After the men's rumble, and it is so. And you know, it's one of those things. It's like I understand. Now, a lot of people that were with us, they actually was like, "Look, well, I have to go to college tomorrow."
Yeah, I thought that for some, but it definitely wasn't for everybody.
But the majority of people that left, they just left because that's the only thing that we really wanted to see.
Yeah.
So they were complaining. Yeah. You were going to leave after that match anyway, so I don't know why you are actually.
I think they were kind of expecting it to be the main event, so like, yeah, I'm going to leave after it. I think it was like, no, I have to leave.
It's like
because I don't really care about the rest of the show.
Right? Women's Rumble, because they were like, oh, now the Women's Rumble is going to main event, so I'm not.
No, but here's the thing is, they were all like, oh, I'm not waiting around. Now I have to wait now for the Women's Rumble things just so I can watch the actual main event, which is going to be the triple threat match.
That was
right.
Horrendous.
So that was kind of like, that was a bit annoying, and now bearing in mind like. Not an awful lot of girls go to those events anyway, but it's a big moment for us that we get to enjoy, because we're kind of like, yeah, go on,
it's
go on,
the girls.
Anyway.
Like, we can say that
like the girls are going to like, are going on after the
first
men.
ever Women's Royal Rumble.
Like the girls are going on after the guys. That's great. Like good for us, sort of thing, right?
It was early in the night. Like my cousin and my friend were sitting beside me, and they were like, "Oh, is the women's going to main event?" And I was like,
"No, I didn't think it was going to main event."
I shook my head for about 2 minutes. And then when the way the night was unfolding, I was like,
and then when it made event, you were like,
I knew
when's that person going to show up?
If main event, I knew we were getting.
Here's the thing though about it was, so after that match,
we had a story about what they had to do. It's hilarious.
After the men's rumble and after half the people left, right?
Did you feel as well for like 20 minutes after that?
Tag match as well.
All we needed was one person to shout up about it, or one person to do something, and people were going to lose their shit with a knife.
Yeah.
For about 20 minutes to half an hour. It was really tense.
Yeah.
I was just standing there going, if one person drops even a glass,
like it was.
To be fair,
it was going to be alright.
That many glasses fell on the floor last night. I genuinely thought Stone Cold had entered the building several times.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. But like after
in the middle of the women's rumble,
when it got to the actual tag match, I'm so quiet.
Yeah, this like
right? But like even here's the thing is, but even I kind of a mood, and I knew it was because I knew what the outcome obviously of this next match was going to be, and what really pisses me off so much about the booking of this, it's not even the fact that they lost the titles, because again, because of how long Seth was in the match, you knew it was going to happen. You knew they were going to lose it.
It's also good with the way stories going. Like
this storyline is the worst fucking storyline.
Really?
It's terrible.
I have to be dealing with.
I'm trying to figure
Jason
out
Jordan, right?
With
they were trying to build him up because he's Kurt Angle's son. He does is fuck up. The man wrestles in trainers.
That's the point.
Shut up. The man wrestles in fucking sneakers. First off, that is seriously a fucking issue that I have now. Talk about pet peeves. You're wrestling in white. You may as well just be wrestling in white Reebok runners, because that's what it looks like, right?
And he's a pair of Asics.
Right. Then he has his little injury, right, of getting slammed into the thing because he's too much of a hothead.
You can move for it.
Because he's too much of a hothead to actually, just do. So then he tags after Seth takes one hell of a beating. He gets himself tagged in. You can actually see Seth go out onto the side, and he's like, right, I actually can't breathe now for a second, and straight away he's tagged back in. You can actually see he's like, as if to say, we weren't meant to tag him that quickly. Like it actually looks like he was kind of like, I knew this was happening, but it wasn't meant to happen this fast. It was in a sense like maybe Jordan should have taken at least one, like
considering he
whip off the rope
earlier in the night.
Right? That's what I mean. Like, you actually have no excuse on this. Like,
he's injured though, isn't he?
No,
He
I think he's
hasn't
injured in
wrestled
real life.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
and there was a house show
Okay.
yesterday before the show, and he didn't take a bump at all.
But
I
just
they did the
All right,
concussion. He can't wrestle.
That's
I just
fine,
love
that
the
sounds
fact.
fair.
I just love the fact
That's
that
fine.
That's why I like the booking though, because
But here's the
they
thing
made it
is-
really clever. They made a
but here's
fit
the thing
character.
is-
They made it progress the story, and he
But
didn't
here's
have
the
to take
thing
a
is-
bump. They worked
But here's the
around
thing:
it.
is the ending to the storyline is going to be Seth Rollins versus Jason Jordan.
yeah, and it's going to be fun.
At
Great too.
WrestleMania.
It's going to be great too for the simple reasons that I know for West
No,
Rollins.
apparently it was originally supposed to be him and Ambrose.
I think it'll be
Yeah.
Jordan.
But
And,
Did Ivy see the
His
promo
dad.
in the back?
No. Honest to
What's
God,
that,
if
Gable?
that's
Yeah.
all
No.
the thing, then
Did you
that's
see that at all? 'Cause
When?
if that's all the thing, then it's going to be.
He
It's
was
just
on the
another reason
pre-show.
Oh, it
just
was
to
there,
get Kurt Angle in the ring again. It's over with.
He's-
I'm over him. It's
Yeah.
done.
he's
Get over
starting
it.
to get to this point though in his character where
But like it's
He feel like he can
but
get
here's
away
the thing, but it hasn't even worked with the crowd.
No.
because they
At
don't
any
know
stage.
because they boom anyway.
No, it's the
Yeah.
Roman effect.
But at least they're smart with this one.
yeah, Jason
With-
Jordan's meant
with
to be
no-
booed.
yeah, but
Like
see, the thing
honest
is-
to God, this is actually the thing. It's got to me. Do you know the way when the Miz, like you hate the Miz
Yeah.
as a character, that's grand. That's what you want to do.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna lie. Actually, at one point last night, I turned to one of the lads and I actually said, I actually want Jason Jordan to die because I hate him so much, and that's not the effect that WWE
All
should
right,
have.
so that's with you because I find. But I mean,
4
the
people
cat.
agreed with me.
I
They
mean-
actually
I
said
mean-
if he passed away, they wouldn't miss him.
But I mean, in general, the character is
he's-
at the start.
it's
Obviously, they were
useless
trying to
It's a
get.
character.
They would.
Whoa.
It's
No,
like
but
Bo
it's like that
Dallas.
thing is, it's like it's a useless
It's like
character.
Bo Dallas's character in NXT.
Bo Dallas.
He was meant to be a face, but they just could not get with him. So like, stick with the character and leave them
Is he
go.
even
Yeah.
still in WWE?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there
He
last
just
night.
looks really different.
Was
now.
he?
He has
Fucking
the
Curtis
beard, the thing,
Axel.
he's the Miz
That was-
Ross.
That
That's
was
Bo
Bo
Dallas.
Curtis. I actually didn't have a clue who the fuck they were.
Yeah. But there was actually
I hadn't have a clue who
there
they
was
were.
a good
Poor Bo Dallas.
there was kind of a good promo in the back. Like Jason Jordan's getting ready and like Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable go up to him. And he says they split up. They're just like chatting. And he just like looked at Chad
Considering the
Gable
last one
going,
that they saw each other, Chad Gable beat the crap out of him,
Yeah.
Yeah. it was
which was probably my favorite thing ever to say. I was like, do you know what? Just do it again. Just kick him in the balls.
basically it ended with sort of worked out better for me than it has you though, hasn't it? You just sort of walked away. Like this arrogant strut.
Yeah, but they're not going to switch him back over to SmackDown.
They're not going to switch him back over to
so there's no
SmackDown.
point.
But it's the
Still,
point. No,
that's
but I'm
fantastic.
just saying the point of it is that this self-entitled little shit who's now getting a fucking.
That I want to see die in a
Big
burning
head.
flame of
He's
glory.
getting a big
I want
head.
him to suffer a death.
I like the character because I
want him
feel
to
because
suffer
it's
a
clearly
painful
obvious
death.
that WWE. All right, we're not going to
Yeah.
get more of as
for
a
like
face.
6
He's now.
hours. Screwed over Seth.
Can,
Jesus
can,
Christ.
can we
Yeah.
just leave Jason Jordan alone? We have a
I like
a
him.
viewer that is we're
If
being a
this
bit
was-
too harsh on
I
him.
must say, if this was,
Who's that?
What?
Seriously.
Was it?
Seriously.
Was it fun?
We,
Can I-
a Jason,
can I
we have a
just say,
Jason
though-
Jordan sympathizer, mate. Do you not know my love for Seth Rollins? He screwed Seth over.
I think this says a bit more about WWE fans than does anything else. Because if Jason Jordan's character happened in New Japan, people would be marking out over how subtle everything was and how
Subtle.
changed his character.
Subtle.
It's
And
very
that's-
different in Japan.
But that's the thing. If
So
Jason
in your
Jordan-
face is subtle.
But no, but that's the thing. He's bit by bit, match by match, changed his character. If this was anywhere but the WWE,
This has
people
been
would be
slow,
like,
to be fair. Oh,
for WWE
for
standards,
WWE standards lately.
we're like
Usually it's
3
1 week he's a
weeks.
face and the next week he's a heel and you just gotta fucking get live with
Yeah.
it. This has been building up for what? Near 3 months now by the time it finishes? I'm up to it.
which is a
And,
lot longer
and
than
it
they
hasn't
usually
been
get.
obvious at any stage.
It
what was
isn't,
happening.
because
It is
now
obvious
it's getting
now,
obvious.
Because now
It was
you know
obvious from the very first day.
No, because he was meant to be a face at the start that he's meant to be
No.
heel, and it subtly
No.
happened.
If
where
you
he's
thought he
become
was a
more and
face
more
from the
arrogant-
very
arrogant.
start, no.
He was.
No.
That was
He
the
was
whole
at the
point
start.
of making him Kurt Angle's son, which is so people would go, oh, he's Kurt Angle's kid. Oh my god, nostalgia! Woohoo!
Sorry, who actually had that opinion?
I don't know.
Do you know what? Actually,
we-
any
Are we
fan-
talking to the dude?
What?
Have you watched what we've watched over the last 3 months?
I like how they've changed Jason Jordan match by match, and he's become every time he loses, he goes and whines to get another opportunity.
You're
and that's
actually
the
no,
point.
you're actually taking the piss.
No,
No.
You
no.
have to
You
be.
He
You
loses
cannot.
and he whines
you
and he
actually
gets a new
cannot be
chance and he
serious
doesn't
and all
deserve
that.
it.
The whining
Subtlety.
is not face. Goes and
But that's
whines and
'cause he's now-
complains.
Because he's starting to
Transition to a heel.
whine now.
And now he's a
He's
heel.
been whining since the start.
Oh, hi, dude.
Like,
Like he was whining about the fact
Yeah,
that he couldn't
Sorry,
wrestle.
hold on. If
at Survivor
Jade,
Series.
if Jade is actually still watching on this one, I hadn't read it into Dan beforehand, so I didn't actually see what the full event was when I signed up to the Patreon. but I know now. Oh, Alex, they're doing the Japan events as well.
What?
You see, if you signed up to the Patreon,
Was there not
you'd
plans
notice.
for Dominion?
Possibly,
I
yeah.
have no money.
That was 45 minutes ago. She put that.
I know, that's what I said. If she is still.
Yeah, we've been going for ages. Like
Yeah, we have been.
All right,
people
so
have come and gone.
all right, so look at it. Okay, so let's just get over the whole.
Let's go into the women's rumble.
Right, the
That was my
subtlety
favourite.
that is
Triple threat
Jason
match.
Jordan. There's a
Triple
triple
threat
threat match,
Triple
right?
threat matches
So
now.
this is it's a
Realization set in that we were getting women.
right
in
now.
the
Will you stop jumping up to the events?
no, that was when
just
it
shut up
sank
for a
in.
minute. No, just shut up for a second.
Sit back.
Here.
When it came up to the triple threat match, right, and it did the promo beforehand, I'm not gonna lie, I would have bet Child Soul that Braun Strowman was gonna win that match. I would have.
No.
I would have bet Alex's life on that.
To be fair,
Strowman was
At this
gonna
point,
win.
you would bet Alex's life on anything.
If any of you had
That's
taken
true.
notice of my predictions, I wanted that.
You did predictions.
Yeah, I did predictions. I was the only one who did predictions, and I got them all right. But
Me and
there
Aaron,
doesn't really make a
I
difference now,
asked
'cause
Aaron,
nobody
should
else.
we do it? And he said, nah, fuck it, we'll do it for Mania.
I got them all right. Hold on. I get them all right. The
I was
one time
preoccupied.
when nobody else did. I got every single one right. Every single
It
one.
wasn't hard. It was a very predictable card, to be honest.
Exactly, but none of
Anyway.
the else used
I
it,
mean, I got
so
4
I know.
out
Now,
of 5 from what I've.
I will actually
actually
say this. I did. The match in itself wasn't bad,
No.
Oh, it was great.
right?
It was a nice
But-
little
It was a
Finish?
good match. That was a fucked up finish.
Right, hold on.
Yeah.
Could we just
Wow.
just like talk? Right,
That's
the
the only-
match ended
That's-
because
that's
of a
the
choke
only-
slam onto an already broken table.
No, it wasn't.
Despite the fact that he kicked out from being put through the table,
Yeah, no.
they're really trying to put over the
I
F5.
didn't watch
Like,
that match.
it's ridiculous.
I didn't watch that match for anything other than I wanted to see big, beefy dudes beat the piss out of each other, and that's what I got. So I don't care about anything else.
Like,
I
could
got
come
to see
across
the
weird.
stuff,
Like genuinely, like when Roman kicks
It's not
out of the
about wrestling, is
F5,
it? It's great.
at
It's
WrestleMania,
beefy men
I'm not going to
beating
give a
each
shit
other.
at all.
Oh, don't forget that hasn't happened ever.
Yeah, I know, but
Mhm.
but like I really don't give a shit, and they're clearly trying to make it a big deal, and it's not going to be a big
Yeah,
deal.
5.
like yeah. Oh god.
That's basically
yeah.
just like so they can have Roman kick out and go.
It's-
over.
That's exactly
Yeah,
it.
but it's
Oh.
like again, the Roman has already kicked out of it.
That's been clear for like since last year.
It's
though.
like,
It's-
have you
just-
forgotten that you've already had Roman kick out of the F5?
They
You've had
protected
Seth
it.
Rollins kick out of the F5.
That was before they decided to make it an
Rey
exclusively
Mysterio.
protected move.
Rey Mysterio is actually historically kicked out of an F5.
Not in WWE.
Undertaker
can
has
it?
Yeah,
kicked
he
out
has.
of the
WWE
F5.
would like to make you forget that.
WWE should not have it on their network.
No.
For $9.99
I'm-
or $12.99.
Did Triple H kick out of the F5?
Everyone has kicked
Everyone's
out of
kicked
the
out of
F5.
it.
Everyone's
It's
Everyone has
literally in
kicked
the
out
last 6
F5.
months where they went, oh shit, we
Ever
need
since he
sex.
won- ever since he won the belt.
Move.
Yeah.
Ever since he's won the belt, it's
Nobody's
like
ever-
their own
no one's
version.
ever-
It's like no one's ever kicked out the F5.
No.
But
never
if you go
happened
back on the network and watch it, you
Well, to
actually
be-
see that number of people.
Well, to be fair,
kicked
they
out the F5.
haven't explicitly said that, have they? They've just been putting it over the fact that nobody has kicked out of it.
Yeah, but still. Like, you had some
Sorry.
other Joe Lewis to one F5. You had Braun Strowman lose one F5.
Like it's one of those
Kane lose
things. It's
one
like I'm
F5.
sorry, an F5
They're
is
gonna
not
have Roman.
is not that devastating.
It looks brilliant.
It looks good, but you know for a fact that it's not that devastating a move. I'm sorry, like even Sweet Chin Music, no matter how good it looked, you know for a fact that that's not as
A kick in the chin.
No, to be fair, it's only because of the caliber of
A
stars
kick in the
who
fucking
use
chin.
a
Jared,
super
no,
kick
if you're
these
watching
days.
it on the network now, you can see where he's actually kicking them.
Don't do that. Don't
Don't
ruin
do
it.
that.
In
No, no,
general,
see, no.
a kick to the chin
I
is a
see,
believable finish.
No, a kick in the chin is, but when you see kind of afterwards, if you go by the network standpoint, when Sean can only get you to here, it's not really that believable, is it?
Stop ruining it.
This is one of the
your
things-
chin is now in your upper chest.
Right? A spear is not a believable thing to be a career ending or to be a match ending.
I thought it was
If you
just a
depend-
bit of
Depending on who is doing it.
Yes.
Yep.
Now,
Rhino-
if a rhino
Rhino
gore,
killing
if you're
us.
being gorged, I will believe that
The
you're
whole,
not
the
getting
whole
up from
thing about
that.
the spear though,
Gorged.
is it's more that
Gorged.
the wind has been taken out of
Gorged.
you.
Gorged,
Goldberg spear
Gorged,
was really.
right?
Yeah, because if you've been
Goldberg spear
speared,
back in the day, yeah,
Yeah.
because like that was a fucking like American football.
Yeah, it was like a
because
tackle.
of-
You
That was
like
a
go-
proper
if you have
tackle.
been speared,
If
it's
you're
like
looking
your
at
ear's
Roman
taken
when
out
he
of you,
pokes you,
Yeah.
and you
That's not
cannot
right.
move then until you.
Yeah, I got
That's
it.
like
To be
Square
honest,
properly
if we
winded
start
from it.
breaking down wrestling moves, we're going to destroy the business. Happy with us.
sorry, in all fairness, WWE have already done
Although
that
I would
themselves.
probably love
I'm
that
not
though.
gonna take it-
I'd probably just
take a
love
shot.
Jim
Why not?
taking.
Yeah, he
That's
would.
it.
He's fucking.
I was listening
massive,
to his other podcast before you came.
If Jim Cornette mentioned us and went, these guys are killing the business, you'd love it.
I cannot find even if we got a shout out from Jim Cornette, even though I'd be like,
Are you wearing?
oh,
Jimmy have it.
Grand, well,
He done?
sort of.
Wrestling tops. No.
Look at the indie ones.
Donald was there last night. I spent the whole night
Jimmy
going,
have
I'm
it.
going
He's
to
just
go up
cool.
now and say hi to him when we're finished here. And then I went,
I have
we're
pins
finished
if
there
that
now.
helps.
Yeah,
Elite.
then we have a real indie mark here.
Session mark.
Can
Spotted
see
me.
No,
any
they
of that.
don't need to. I'm showing.
All right,
There's one thing I didn't get round to telling. I don't know if I
I
should
didn't
mention
see
it.
that one.
What?
Oh.
Announce it here.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Baby, come on.
I don't think I really can because I haven't.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
but-
grand. Yeah, you told me
This
that
would have been a
already.
good time.
So it would have been a very good time because
This was your plan all along, wasn't it?
that person would not
It generally
be watching
wasn't,
to watch
but-
it. But this is the thing that kind of annoyed me, right? So before when they announced that they were going to be doing the triple threat match, right? There's a group of children in the corner. The fucking women are main eventing. That's bullshit. That's a load of shite. That is, and they progressively booed.
Just one quick.
Right?
What was their
booed.
reaction
Dumb kids.
after the main event, or did they stay around for it?
They stayed around, and they literally just sulked for the entire match.
Oh god.
They
it's
sat
gross.
and
Did you
they
see what the fellas in
sulked
front of us did?
for the entire thing?
Well, one of them seems to
Right?
be into when Kyrie Sane went in, but I didn't.
should
really
move
think
on to
so.
the main event.
Did you hear the comment that they made?
I don't
Because if she
know.
heard, she would have stabbed him in the head.
Like the kind of lads
So-
who go, "Oh, she's hot. I want her to win."
I can't remember who it was. All I know was that it was at least someone. At least I know it was someone with implants. So it was what 90% of that.
So
was
that
the-
means it was one of the legends then.
Probably.
Yeah,
Well,
actually, yeah, because a lot of the newer
'Cause
girls
to be honest
don't
with
have
you, I'm
any
not gonna
implants.
lie,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted Trish Stratus to win.
There was-
I
implants
marked
removed.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, she has hers
the-
removed.
Oh, this
Yeah.
was brilliant actually. 'Cause when she got knocked out, there was a fella inside work. It's like a side note. There was a fella inside work who has been going on for weeks about the fact that Trish Stratus is going to win this run. But she's like, she has to win it. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be amazing. And I text my boss. He's like, when you're in tomorrow, will you show David this message? I'm shocked. My life will never be the same after learning the fact that Trish didn't win the fucking Rumble. Like I've been telling him for the last 4 weeks. Rumble. That it was one of two people, Asuka or fucking Rosie,
Now,
depending on
just
who had the belt at that point.
going back onto this, right? So
It was made. I
yeah.
say it.
Do the
'Cause
comments, yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
how angry she gets off him because I didn't like it at all. So it was one of the older ones. I think it might have been Beth Phoenix. Can't really remember, but they did something like fucking shoulder tackle or something like that, and they turn around to him and goes, "Huh? Foreign objects, huh? 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 Are you 5? The dumbest thing ever." It's got really tense to say that. That's what they said, I swear to God. And no one picked up on it.
Were the implants imported?
I think that was the I think the foreign, I have no idea. But I get what he was trying to get at. And considering the fact she was already angry over the comments made by that fella, like if she heard that, she would have fucking killed him. Like,
I don't like
that was
it. She's
funny.
looking at me. It's like, you don't have this time.
Alex did it. Alex said it.
Alex said it. I said it.
So anyway,
It was baseball hat guy. Batman.
No worries.
It's him and one of his friends.
Yeah, you're fucking kidding me.
They made a comment like that, yeah.
And I know you personally, you piece of shit. Yeah. Anyway.
We are live.
This got really tense for the last 5 minutes.
So
I'm getting
anyway,
hot like
and
it's
so
morning.
Thank you so
Anyways, let us actually discuss
Anyway.
the match because
So
it was quite.
no, I still have a bit of an issue.
Oh. What's that match?
No,
we're
No. So right, so we're on the women's rumble, right? So
Yeah.
the children who complained like, oh fuck's sake, I can't believe, oh, this is going to be stupid, this is going to be crap, it's not even going to be worthwhile. Why did you stay?
Mhm.
You could have left. You weren't being held there by ransom. You could have left if you did not want to watch the women's match. You did not need to. At every fucking entrance that happened, Aaron, move it away from me. You did not have to boo at every entrance that happened into it.
You don't want to get Venom on it.
Oh,
Can
geez. Can I
I might
just
be
say, I want
smiling.
Amy to be a pro wrestler
I'm-
just so we could see
That's what I.
her get.
God, that
What happened?
this podcast stopped. We're not recording anymore. Oh no, we're back. We're back.
Oh.
run out of room.
I
That's
want to
great. You can
think.
see ourselves.
There we go.
I might be smiling on the outside.
No, it's done. God.
We are a professional.
Oh my God. Well, now I know I need to get some fucking external drives.
You did actually have a thing came up earlier on, being like your storage. You need to clean up space.
Yeah, but I thought there would be enough for like an audio file.
Anyway, so very quickly, so you didn't have to stay. You weren't being kept there against your will. You could have walked out. You didn't have to bitch and moan at every single fucking entrance that came in, and then only cheer when Trish Stratus came out. You just fuck right off, Gavin.
Wait, they didn't
I
cheer
swear
for
to
Lita?
God. No,
They didn't.
no,
What?
no, they didn't.
You pumped for Lita. She's Lita.
Right. So
Right.
go away.
Sorry.
Right. So what happened anyway for the actual match itself? The women's Royal Rumble match was actually better than the men's.
Oh, by
Probably
my.
best match
Right.
in the league.
There was so much more surprises open for the women's match with the fact that you had Ember Moon came in for it. That was a nice little surprise.
Ember Moon and Lita
Pirate,
were
right?
two of my picks.
Lita is an awesome surprise to have in. Beth Phoenix was amazing to come in. Jacqueline, that's awesome.
Can I?
Vicky fucking Guerrero
That was
got one
Can
of
I
the best
just-
pops at the party.
I marked it. So
Kelly,
Aaron can attest.
I
Yeah.
wasn't too.
Kelly could have done without, because in all fairness, Kelly was never the
I
strongest
love
wrestler.
how
to be
Michael
doing
Cole
Cole
it.
is going. Oh, she made her debut on ECW. What that debut was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
She stripped at 19 on national
Now,
television.
In saying that, now in saying this, in Kelly,
That was their
Kelly's
selling
defense,
point for that
in
week's ECW.
Kelly's defense on the actual sense, she did actually work with an awful lot of the girls that had, like, she actually worked with Naomi. She was Naomi's trainer,
Really?
right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So
on
you
NXT,
can't, like,
wasn't it?
here's the thing is, right, so she is actually a talent.
Okay,
but
can
she
we just
could have
say she
done
was
without.
her trainer
She
on the second
evolved.
season of NXT?
She did evolve.
She did, no, that's the thing is though, but she actually was able to do something within the business, even if it was just strip, but she did actually do something
Oh,
on
yeah.
the streets, right? So that's grand. Michelle McCool lasted so much longer than I'm anticipating, and I'm really, really proud of the fact that she did. Because can I want to say one thing? She actually did have a cancer diagnosis with skin cancer not too long ago. So the
Oh,
fact
yeah.
that she was able to come back and she let that as long as she did. Molly fucking Holly.
Yeah.
Molly Holly was
Shit.
unreal.
Molly Holly is more ma'am than Natalia, and I'm not gonna lie, it's the greatest thing to see her back in the ring. Like, it's actually
She's a
awesome
teacher
to
now,
see
wouldn't
it.
she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So you have so many more surprise
Well,
entrants
our kids are
coming
going to be
in.
afraid of her now.
You have so many more surprise entrants coming in with the women's. You had so many returns in the back, and like obviously, yeah,
The other thing
You're
as
kinda
well
thinking
is
who
like
would've been
at
in.
every stage history was being made. You're having like people lasting the longest, eliminated
Exactly.
the fastest. It
there was so many there's so many like first off sort of things. So then
Yeah,
when
but
you
like
have,
that doesn't really count right now.
But
It
when
won't
it
count
came-
maybe like 3
Oh,
or
I know,
4.
when
we're
it
in the
came
first
down,
one.
I know what you
no,
mean,
but
yeah.
for the first thing, but when it came down to the end, right, and you had twins, Asuka and Sasha Banks, right? You have obviously you're gonna have your heel turn now from Sasha, because that was proper heel Sasha in that match after she got rid of Bailey, right? When she threw Bailey,
Yeah.
and she was like, "That's why I'm your
I very
best
loudly
friend,"
said,
like screaming
"You
at it.
bitch." Didn't I?
Right?
Well,
I
there's
just
some
that
little
was-
genius little things
but, like,
after that.
But even when you see the best thing is you can actually see Charlotte's reaction as well, because Charlotte's reaction looks so genuine. She was like, I didn't actually think that's who would be eliminating her. That was really nice. And then have her and the twins double like team
No,
up
thing I love-
against
the
and
thing I
then all
love
of a
about
sudden then
that
the
is-
twins went
Yeah,
after
she
her.
got the twins to go, and as soon as the twins went and attacked, she goes, I'll just stand over here.
Yeah,
These are
she
done."
was just kind of like, yeah, you just do my dirty work. And then the twins got rid of her. I'm just like,
That was great though.
you're gone.
Brilliant.
But it was actually, and then Nikki turned around and Nikki getting rid of Brie. You're kind of like, yeah, you
Oh, that was
go,
obvious
girl.
that was going to
That,
happen.
was
But
Like,
it's,
also
no,
for a
but it's one
segment.
of those things. It was like, it was one of those things. You're like, why hasn't she done it yet?
Yeah.
Why hasn't she done it yet?
Apparently
You're
it
kind of
was
thinking
for
it wasn't gonna happen.
a lot of the cameras at the table for Total Divas.
yeah, it's going to be
I
fun.
haven't watched actually any of the series
Well,
of Total Divas. I'm
It
waiting
kind of
to
makes it because, like, clearly, if they'd stuck together, they could have eliminated Asuka. But then when
Oh,
they
God,
split up,
definitely,
it's
yeah.
like, well, you just left yourself
Still, though,
alone
egos
with
and-
Asuka.
But
Wanting
it's
to
really
make
nice though,
history.
because like when it actually went over and then Asuka finally won, everyone was like, "Fucking yeah!" Because like let's face it, okay, Nikki Bella is going to turn into the John Cena of the Divas division,
Yeah.
right? It's going to happen, and it's just going to happen just because she's dating him, engaged to him, his wife, whatever, Mrs.
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Cena.
John, get her pregnant quick.
Yeah, for fuck's sake, dude, knock that bitch up. So
It took 4 seasons to get married.
anyway,
Sorry, 6, 7 was it?
right?
I don't know, maybe 10 more.
Anyway.
That's what I'm thinking. That'd
He's
be a
probably
long one.
sponsored by
So
a
it has
condom company anyway.
You can't see me, and you can't feel it either.
That
So
was shit. That was shit.
It was, yeah. I'm slightly disappointed in myself.
He's not ghosting.
He probably will end up doing. He just disappear for a year. So then that's grand, and then
Is that reference? He's going to abandon his child.
He made her get rid of her dog.
John, you were an evil man.
He made her give, like, in all fairness, it was John. It was because of John that she had to give Winston away to Bree.
Was the dog shitting in the house or something?
The dog was still a puppy at that point. They were still housebreaking. And then John Cena had some serious issues. Anyway, then
so exploited.
So we have her win anyway in the Rumble. So we have a win in the Rumble. That was grand. And obviously, it's the end of the match. Everyone was getting ready. Everyone has their jackets on. Everyone's getting ready. And then Rowdy's music goes off, right? Which everyone went. You know what? People went ape for that.
Has she used that music before?
Yeah. That's her music. Right? That's her own home music that she uses.
Can't wait till she doesn't use it at WrestleMania.
In all fairness, they have already used it now once. She's worth the money to get the copyright for it.
Yeah. So they'll use it, right? You know what they'll use it for the pay-per-views. They'll use it on Raw. They'll use it whatever.
And it won't be on the network.
I will not be on the network because every single time they repeat it now, it'll be a shitty dub over like they did with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 19.
Anyway.
No, 19 wasn't it?
That's fine.
18. Sorry.
Is she that kind of? I don't know if she is. Would she?
What?
Would she be that kind of person who wouldn't give the rights to on the network?
If she owns a song like CM Punk owns Cult of Personality, you might get away with it.
Oh, did she use that song in UFC much? Because she might have something to do with the rights.
She uses it. That's what
they
use it.
That's
why
she must have something.
She has something to it. Anyway,
I didn't like her in UFC.
There's no other reason why they would start using it if they couldn't continuously use it.
Lads, I can feel the tension
anyway. Just let me finish the thought on it, and then you can jump into a different topic. Seriously,
we want to talk about the Women's Rumble as well. That's the problem.
But here's the thing: is she generally really fucking excited for it.
That was right.
That was too.
That's
because there was 13 surprise slots.
Seriously, can we not just let me finish the fucking thought that I have on it, and then you can jump in?
Yeah,
I can't mute you here. I can punch you, but I can't mute you.
You can get into the bathroom.
So Rowdy comes out, and that's when everyone's kind of like, "Oh my god, this is great! This is a moment. This is the thing where it's going to be oh my god, why can't I pronounce her name anymore? Asuka. Jesus Christ, I was going to say Oksana for a minute.
That could have been a completely different rumble.
Jesus, that's a fucking hell. Like
that could have been a very different rumble.
This the thing is though, it's clearly kind of obvious when Ronda came out that we know that who Alexa is going to be fighting now at WrestleMania, and you know for a fact that Ronda is going to be going up against Charlotte Flair because it's going to be one of the 4 horsewomen against one of the 4 horsewomen.
Right.
Because like she makes it kind of blatantly obvious when she just bypasses Alexa Bliss and doesn't engage with her at all. She engages with your Royal Rumble winner, and then she engages with Charlotte, and her and Charlotte have their own little stare.
There is the lack of a shake.
Away from that, there's a couple of things here that maybe.
But the thing is, you have somebody who does an armbar against somebody who does an armbar.
So
it's a situation, but like it is kind of an obvious situation. It's like who they're going to have.
Is there a chance? Is there a chance that Ronda might end up challenging Asuka and then take her Royal Rumble opportunity off her?
Either way, Asuka's still going to have a WrestleMania match.
Right? Can I just
because you're dealing with 2 championships. You're not dealing with 1 championship. You're dealing with 2 champions.
I know, but then that way you can have. Does that mean is Ronda going to be on SmackDown?
I would.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. They will not have probably their biggest feat, probably their biggest draw in the company.
What's going to happen is they're going to do what they're doing with John Cena. They're going to have her on both. They'll pick and choose what one they want to have her on.
Well,
they'll use her as a free agent. They won't have her signed. They will use her as a free agent.
Well, I'd love if they did that with Asuka as well, because Asuka now has the opportunity to.
But look at it this way, right? It's one of those things. It's like everyone knows John Cena is signed, but they're going to call him a free agent because they could. That way, you can use him on whichever show you want. You can't say, "Oh, he's not signed. He's a free agent."
It's kind of like signed by the WWE, but then within the company or signed by SmackDown.
Yeah, but they're not going to mention that for her at all. It's just so they can use her on both when they need to do it.
I mean, this ain't like going to be a Brock Lesnar thing. She'll do house shows. She'll do every Raw or SmackDown.
She's kind of vacant though. She's like, "Oh, I'll do it in my free time."
Yeah, that's the thing is, like,
she said in an interview afterwards. I watched it before we started.
Like, it is
this is her job now. Basically.
Again, it's WWE, and she's a novelty for them. They're going to use her exactly the way they need to, and it will be the way Brock Lesnar's used. But they'll use her on whichever show that they want at that time.
What she said in the interview was, she said what she said. What Ronda said she said to Triple H was that I can make a lot more money doing a lot of different things. But I have enough money now. Do whatever the fuck I want.
Did she suspect?
So she has her own
Like,
company and everything.
yeah, like this thing is like she doesn't need to do this. Which
She
is
wants
why,
to do this because this is like the last thing.
It's not. It's the last.
She was in the. She was in the Olympics. She
like
was
if you've read her book, like she's even said it in her book. This is what I want to do.
But she
This
clearly is a fan of wrestling when she's that close.
Oh, yeah, she
she
was.
always has been. Like she always has been. Like she's a proper like read. Like if you ever have a chance, like just to read her book, or get it even on audio book, just to listen to it on the bus or something like that. It's a really, really good read.
Yeah, so like she's signed with them anyway. So
yeah, she signed.
She
with
wants
them.
to
she's
do
not
it.
signed with Raw. She's not signed with SmackDown. She's signed with.
She's signed with them. I don't think her first match is probably not going to be onto WrestleMania.
That's the thing is, it's not going to
train.
That is going to be her first match. It won't be with.
That's
Stephanie.
what I read today. That
it won't be.
It could be Triple H and Stephanie against Ronda and a mystery partner.
Not going to happen.
Stephanie's ego.
Stephanie.
No, honestly, God,
Stephanie will go.
Are you
I'm telling you now, it won't happen.
Her.
I guarantee you now, it will be Ronda and Charlotte.
That has to be her first.
But then she's going to be on SmackDown, and I can't.
Again, no, it doesn't.
She's not been tied to.
Here's the thing: is,
but if she's
not going to win. You're looking at the point of is like if she wins, then she's only ever going to be on SmackDown.
So you think that she's not going to go into her first WrestleMania match?
It will be a DQ because she will beat the shit out of Charlotte.
It'll
be a DQ exactly. They're gonna build her as an MMA fighter. They're not gonna put her down as a wrestler.
Yeah, she can do like her.
Yeah, but you don't.
She's going to be built like Rock.
She's
going to be built.
Ages.
But no, that's the thing is, like, if you have her lose by a DQ because she beat the ever-loving shit out of their champion, that is fucking badass.
At Mania.
Because yes, exactly.
At Mania.
Yes, exactly. It's perfect.
That has happened before.
Yeah, you're acting as if like it's not a thing. But if you do that, if you have Ronda beat the crap out of Charlotte fucking Flair, who's been built as the absolute genetic future. She is everything that it should be in a WWE superstar. She is what this division is built over. And you have Ronda Rousey beat the ever-loving crap out of her. I'm sorry, Ronda has my back in the entire way through that entire division.
Then don't you bury Charlotte in a way because she's just had the piss bed out of her.
But here's the thing is, but you wouldn't though, because Charlotte is the one that went toe-to-toe with Ronda. Who didn't submit, who didn't take a pin. She literally had to beat her to near unconsciousness just for her to get a win.
And whether that happens or not, we have no idea. I don't think she'll end up facing Charlotte. I think Stephanie.
I say Charlotte. I guarantee you, Stephanie doesn't want to get herself hurt that much.
But she still wants to stick her nose in it.
Do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They had Rousey in 2 years ago, and she had a segment with Stephanie.
Absolutely deadly serious. I'm telling you now, that's the way it would be. Because there's much more money to have her. Because you, honestly, God, can you see, would Stephanie McMahon take a beating from Ronda Rousey?
You don't have to if you did the mixed tag, like they're predicting. You can just have them do the.
Would she actually take a beating from Ronda Rousey? Because they wouldn't. She wouldn't. Because Stephanie. So look at it this way: when was the last time Triple H put himself over at WrestleMania?
I don't know.
But away from that, she wouldn't have to get a beating. It's already been proved that she.
No, all would happen is that there'll be massive complaints over that then.
No, but like she
because here's the thing is because like why bother bringing in Ronda if you're not even going to let her get her hands on anyone?
But like Stephanie, you're underestimating how egotistical Stephanie is.
I guarantee they're
going to sit there.
I would bet your life. I would bet your life on this.
Ronda Rousey. They're going to say we deserve to face Ronda Rousey, and nobody else in this division is on that level yet.
Never.
From a business sense, they're not that stupid. They're like they need to put somebody of a similar caliber up against. Charlotte is their best.
Anyway, no matter who you put up against.
And they wait that Ronda's been told she was the best in UFC. So like the best versus the best.
It's already have a belt on it anyway. Like they've already set up the storyline with the 4 horsewomen.
It's not like it hasn't.
Exactly. So I don't know why. I don't know why. Like it's kind of forgetting about it. Like they've already had that interaction before.
But none of those girls were signed to a contract.
But 2 years ago, she appeared at WrestleMania.
2 years ago, she appeared at WrestleMania
with The Rock. With Stephanie and Triple H.
That would have been a good tag match.
2 years.
That's not going
It's
to
over
happen.
with. It's done. It's gone. It's not going to happen.
People they could have picked.
Although I still want The Rock versus Triple H at WrestleMania.
It would not be worth it. Because neither of them would be able to actually pull off a decent enough match, I think, now at this point.
I still think they could. Triple H is still going well. Rock is
They don't
prime
even need to have a
fitness.
good match.
He
All
is
they
in
need to do
prime
is look
fitness,
at each
yeah,
other.
but Rock has a better career option to him now. Like,
True.
if
But,
something,
he'll-
look at
if
it this
something's
way,
open
right?
to him,
If
he'll always
something
come
did
back.
happen, let's say in any type of match, and there's like a little like chance of getting an injury,
Yeah.
how much money would The Rock lose out on from movies that
That's
he
what's
should
the
have been
problem.
doing?
After he got injured against John Cena,
Yeah,
they were
he
like,
was out
no,
for-
you're
Yeah.
not allowed to wrestle anymore.
There's no way.
But here's the thing as well.
He
like,
wrestled since then, no?
no,
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 he
he
had that
hasn't. That was his last.
He had that 6-second thing with Eric.
Did he
Rowan.
have a match though?
Yes. But it was
6 seconds.
It's still 6 seconds.
Well, there you go.
It's still a match.
If
Look,
you're
Aaron,
if
just
you're
because you only
sorry,
lost
hold on.
5 in bed
If
doesn't
you're
mean that
keen-
it's long.
If you're going to
Okay.
go the keen route on this, and you're actually going to count that as a match, then you have a lot more problems than I anticipated.
I'm
It was
saying
a match
McKean on this one.
that had a referee. He was in gear. That was a match.
The Rock wasn't in gear.
Yes,
he did. He
was.
ripped off a
He
suit.
ripped
and had
off his
gear on
shit,
the
yeah.
ring.
He had his gear on the knee pads, trunks, boots,
Throw the
everything.
network there.
I'm trying on it on for you.
I'm not saying you have to watch that.
Well, obviously
I
not
wasn't exactly watching it from start to that
Yeah.
point. We can just go on that point.
No, I'm not watching. I'm not waiting for that 6 seconds, like just to watch 6 seconds on the network. Fuck that. The thing will probably
least-
freeze on us.
Right, you might not count it. You might not count it. But Eric Rowan can go through his life now knowing that he had a match against the WrestleMania.
The main event of WrestleMania.
Jesus
That's
Christ
another point.
almighty. But yeah, no, but like in saying that though, my original point on the whole thing was that they kind of belittled her Rumble win by having Ronda come out when
It's
she
a good
did.
Rumble win too.
Yeah.
Even there, just a thumbnail.
Oh yeah, and it's 57 seconds.
Yeah, but the entire segment.
Was 57 seconds.
Yeah, the match is
long.
only about 6
But the match
seconds.
is only about
Wow.
6 seconds.
So
Turns
the-
around, takes the rock bottom.
So that their entire moment
they
with the
probably
Rock
had the
didn't even
post-match thing
last.
as well.
a
Oh no,
minute.
I think there was more because obviously they had entrances and
He had
all
the
that.
promo, then John Cena came out after, and they cleared house.
What WrestleMania was this?
32.
So that was like this shit
No,
last
3
year.
years. No, hang on a second. It wasn't. It was, no, it
21.
was 3 years ago. Was it? Because like
No, it was 30.
It was
No.
30 or 31.
because the Whites didn't have a match that night. That was their only.
Sorry, Hannah,
appearance.
that was the White's match, wasn't it?
Yeah, that no the rest
Yeah.
of the Whites had a match. That Eric Rowan was the one that had a match.
And he was part of the Wyatt family at that time.
Yes,
So that was the Wyatt family
last
match.
year, Bray
Yes.
Wyatt had the match around New Orleans, so it would have been the year.
that's what I'm saying. That's it's not last year. It's not the year before because the year before that is when he was out with Ronda Rousey. Right. So it's,
Oh, I'm
it's like
so
3 years ago.
confused.
Was that not? That was an outdoor event.
Somebody
Wasn't it?
Google
Yeah, it
it.
was outdoor. What
So
was that
Seth.
then?
Okay, that was Dallas then.
No, it was the one in MetLife.
That was Dallas.
Dallas
No,
is
MetLife
32.
is 29. That was he
Was
was
it not? It wasn't
CM
30
Rock
then, was
too. 30, I think it was 30.
Okay, hold on.
it? Yeah, I think it's
Which when you look back at it, 30 was a great show.
See, this is the thing. I have 2 ways of looking at 30 because when 30 came out, I didn't have my Wi-Fi, so I couldn't watch it live. So I had to watch it 3 days later. Download it.
32, yeah.
Oh, you didn't
There's
get to
the one
watch
in
Daniel
Dallas.
Bryan win the belt live.
No.
Oh, that's so sad.
The thing is, I avoided spoilers for 3 days, and I did enjoy that when it did happen. But it's just
You avoided spoilers for 3 days.
I stayed off Facebook for 3 days.
Shit.
All right, hold on. Seth had a match at WrestleMania.
I'm
30.
committed.
Did he have a match at WrestleMania 31? He was injured.
He opened 30, didn't he? Oh, no,
Yeah.
he didn't. He
No,
didn't.
it was. Yeah, I think that was the first match. Was them versus.
No,
the
29 was
Usos.
29 was the first match they had.
Results. That was the pre-show. Daniel Bryan defeat the Shield. Oh no, they were the second match.
Oh, yeah.
That was like 6. That was 2 minutes and 56 seconds long.
No, it's the Dean Ambrose match.
The Shield defeat
Yeah.
Kane and the New Age
Oh,
Outlaws.
right.
Oh my god, that was such
That's
a
what about the
small
fucking
match.
Rocks one.
No,
Jesus.
that was 2 minutes and 56 seconds.
Yeah, against the Shield.
What the word team was on the 90s, remember? The Xbox tournament.
Kane,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
They were only doing that because he was Corporate Kane, and this was when the Shield were still working for the
Oh,
Authority.
No, I'm on about like in the 90s. He
No.
was technically
He
part of
was
the
part
New
of
Age
yeah,
Outlaws.
he
and shit.
was. He was tagging with Xbox. And then Xbox.
Oh
turned
yeah,
on.
the most random tag team.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't
Using
say
a,
most,
using a
but that era was
flamethrower on a
maybe.
guy whose face is already burned. Way to go, Xbox. Way to go.
Just Kane should have just looked at him and went, "Nah,
Really, bro?
nah."
Really?
Yeah. So
Face burned.
actually,
Really?
I think we all skipped over it a bit too much. The Hurricane was in the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
that was
great.
great.
The
fun.
legend.
Clearly going to 205 life, along with Rey Mysterio.
Oh, no,
No,
Ray,
Stereo
Ray was
isn't
the one
signed.
done.
He's one done.
I still love the fact that he was trying to do the Hurrah Slam.
Oh my god, that was brilliant.
You're trying to do it on John Cena.
Do you know what would have been better if we tried to do it in Strong?
Oh my god.
That was the thing that really did annoy me though, because the Rumble happened before that match. I was like, oh no, Strowman's not going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
And And that genuinely saddened me.
We never fucking said anything about the fact that Nia Jax had the best performance she's put out in the ring in about fucking a year or two.
Oh, we also
Are
forgot
you
to
doubting
mention.
her
Owned.
Sorry, we
that levels
also.
of performance?
No, because they know she's good, but she's done nothing for at least a year.
Conglomeration we forgot to mention as well. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Literally just talked about it.
Did you?
Yeah. I said, so lads, we kind of forgot the legend of the hurricane show.
Oh, but seriously, when he started like slipping on the pancakes.
That was great.
That was my favorite thing
Oh,
ever.
did you hear about the photo that Rockstar Spud put up
Oh yeah, do you remember that you
right before the Rumble?
No.
Yeah, you broke
He
that
put
news
it
to me.
the side of the
because
stage,
my phone died at that point and I forgot to plug it in.
right at the side of
Oh,
the stage, near the
Aaron was
showtime.
like properly thinking he's in the Rumble now when he's not in the Rumble.
I
He'll
actually,
be the GM.
I actually
He'll
thought
be the GM.
Yeah, definitely.
when
He'll
it
be the
was
GM for
You just
205
imagine
Live.
Yeah,
sleep
when
on
it
the-
came
Yeah.
out,
both
when
there.
it was actually coming out for the Open Challenge for the United States Championship, I was proper thinking as like the 3CE or it might be Spud coming out
Did you
actually.
say 3?
EC3.
EC3, so yeah.
Yeah, but EC3 got announced in NXT the night before, so I
To be
knew
fair,
it
she got
was
it
going to
right
be.
just backwards.
Just backwards, sorry.
The
I was
IFW
looking at
all over again.
that. I was looking at that instead, and I was like, "What the hell?"
The IFW.
But
Yeah.
FWI.
You didn't even hear that.
I'm not gonna give a shit.
I heard it. No,
No,
but like it was one of those.
That
Yeah,
Rage that-
it was one of those things. I was like, I kind of thought maybe one of them would come out before it because just because you're showing them one, it doesn't mean that they can't come out for an
IFW.
open challenge.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have to win it. He
No.
he could come out though, make his fucking presence known.
When's your last boss then?
I think it's like 11:15.
It's half 8.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's one at 1:15, and it's like I want to get late as well.
I'm gonna watch one. I'm just saying, just alright, Jesus. It's just a general statement more than anything else.
So now we can move on. We're gonna have
Move
Alex
over
on
for
screen
Alex on for a couple of minutes, yeah.
Get some screen time.
Hi lads.
Right, fuck
It's
off,
the
man.
originals.
The originals.
So let's do what we usually used to do. Sit here in silence for most of it and then just end.
But yeah, so I don't think anybody else expected Rey Mysterio's show up. That was really cool.
Dan's even lagging in real life. Jesus.
Nah, he's gone. What was that, Dan?
Cool.
Broken. Yeah, so Rey Mysterio show looks really cool. He actually looked really good. Like I've heard a lot of complaints about him on the indies. Like
He looked
didn't look
really
great,
dark.
but he looked really, really good.
Can we point out we didn't talk about NXT and I thought we were at least going to skim through that anyway.
I
We
haven't
just-
seen this, so I can't talk
To be
about
honest,
Overall,
I would
it was
say
fine.
It was a very average takeover, apart from the very, very end.
What-
I can't
the
remember
one-
anything
one
groundbreaking
question that-
happening.
The one question was that main event for NXT felt very, very New Japan.
Oh, it
Yeah, it
was.
was indie-rific.
At one
Right?
point, I kind of went, "Are they trying to take the piss out of like the Okada thing?"
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
'Cause this
I
is
genuinely thought I was like,
overkill.
that's literally like the Okada and Naito match
Yeah.
because especially the Frankenstein are just
Yeah.
thrown in randomly.
To be honest, it was probably my favorite NXT match in the last few years, of course.
If any of you listened to the Low Blows podcast as well this week, gave a better description as to why Naito lost. Because I watched the end, I watched that match as well.
Well, he
and
was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was there. So apparently, the biggest reason, like a better reason for why he lost, basically, was for the first time in years, he finally embraced the fact that he was getting cheered again. So he finally did that,
Mhm.
and he still fucking lost.
I think that was
So,
the whole point
when he-
of when he pointed to the crowd and to the corner. It was like, "I'm gonna hit my Stardust Destroyer, my babyface finishing move. You're gonna love me. I'm finally gonna get
Yeah.
the main event that I deserved 4 years ago." And then it was like, should have just kept the tranquillo stuff, man.
We have been saying it for 2 days.
Corner.
In the
And
corner,
so
shit, like-
Okada
Oh,
showed that
Dante.
ruthlessness that he has and
Why?
murdered his
There was
dreams.
one hair as well, like.
Yeah,
There was no towels in the bathroom.
Yeah, because we used two small ones on the floor.
We have to move back now.
Because
oh.
Amy likes the.
Sit on the chair, like.
No, you're
no, because then you're going to be way out of the podcast.
Yeah, but I thought it was nice having like the 3 originals.
No, it's fine.
Ah, yeah, we had our mom.
Alex is back out now,
Yeah,
so we're getting more viewers.
One was gone.
Thanks for keeping my chair warm, buddy.
This is stuff we'll
have
not
you
have
gone
on a weekly
into?
basis.
Have you talked about Takeover?
We were kind of
We were
going
talking-
over. We were talking about the
I
how the main
haven't seen
event
it,
was
so I can't
very
remember.
Japanese indie.
Yeah.
I
Really.
proper cried at the end of that main event.
It was phenomenal.
I proper cried. Now I was high while watching it anyway, so I was highly emotional.
That's what you said to me last night. I agree with what you said. I went, but I was like, what the fuck did she just say to me?
Yeah, no,
Because it was really loud at the point, so I was like,
we got like stoned beforehand anyway, just to watch the entire event. Not because it makes it better, but just because we had it. Like, why fucking not? Like, may as well use it. And but like for the entire day, like Johnny's storytelling in that match is just beautiful.
His selling, his facial expressions
That's what I mean.
are
Like,
unreal.
when he got his head fucking kneed into the fucking turnbuckle.
In all fairness, like, there's no give there. Like, what?
Again, this
Jesus.
is the thing is like, so because we were high while watching this, we're like, he's dead.
Yeah,
I fully bought into he was.
I genuinely thought that even
like,
without
he's actually done. He's out of it. Like he looked out of it, and then at the end of the actual match itself, when Candice and him are coming up, and then that jaundiced motherfucker. Oh,
what the fuck is wrong with his face?
Right.
What the hell's going on?
Okay, so Tommy's
his face is made up of like
Tommy,
4 colors.
Tommy's injury, I think, ruled him out for 9 months, right? So he's been out for around 7.
He was clearly pregnant,
right? He's I think it's been 7 months already. He's still wearing the brace, which I think is just kind of is a little bit for show as well. Like
I was fully convinced them to see just to slowly pull off the fucking brace as well.
So it's like it's one of those things like to hit him on the back with a crutch. I was kind of like, no, and then all of a sudden I was completely taken out of that moment because I was like, why are you so yellow? I was like, whoever did your tan, mate, you need to talk to them. And then we started thinking, I was like, maybe just like the last like 7 months, he's just been like really hitting the ball hard, and it is actually just proper jaundice. Like his liver is destroyed. Like
because that did not look normal.
I know, and even with the beard and what he was wearing, I was like, he's after doing like a series
Although I will
of
say,
duck
his
hunting
t-shirt
and
is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I had a t-shirt was decent.
Jesus,
Like,
seriously, it looks deadly.
He really lives the psycho killer gimmick. I think that's what he's
Qu'est-ce
trying
que
to
c'est? Like,
can we
hell.
please? Can they
we
please
need more
get
t-shirts with beards on it?
Can we please get that fucking on his theme song?
What?
Can we please get Psycho Killer as his theme song?
That was his indie theme song.
I know,
It
yeah.
was,
That
yeah.
was so good. I remember he did it in progress and he tried to get them to sing along and they were like, no.
I'm actually
Okay.
raging we never did that with Jordan Devlin. Sorry, that was a chant. Info killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba, 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 ba.
I think, was it Nathan proposed it, but then we were...
It wasn't even Nathan, it was John. John
Was
Morris. John,
Of course
John
it was
Morrissey to us to do it for. And we were like, oh my god, we actually have to do that in the stadium. And we forgot about
I
it.
also feel bad as a wrestling fan. I only found out last night that Daniel Bryan's indie theme was Final Countdown. I never knew that, and that's just fucking.
I remember because like he didn't even pick it. It was just like the stock
It's
music.
the best thing ever. You have to find it's on YouTube. It's like his last Ring of Honor event when the entire venue is singing Final Countdown,
God.
and it's just like I'm not even a Daniel Bryan fan, but even I'm like, yes.
It's just like delay.
The other thing as well, not that the rest of the performance wasn't good, but their performance of the Final Countdown was flawless. That was.
I liked the
I actually
Japan
just
medley.
Perfect.
there is one of those things actually. Do you ever like just watch like the YouTube compilation videos like best fan like singing like best fan like music thing, and one of the best like one of my favorite ones is actually at the National Stadium for OTT when everyone is singing Maniac. You're just like, no other countries in the world can actually appreciate how Maniac actually managed to bring a country together. We could have a civil war right right now. Right, and if every single radio station in the world just played Maniac 2000, for fucking world peace. Because everyone would be like, and the only reason why I thought Maniac is because I saw the glow stick in the bathroom.
Took the glow stick last night.
That was the one you took out of the jug as well.
Because the jug was just there, and I was like, Amy, is that yours? I was like, no, it's like, oh, mine now.
It's like, because, sorry, who owns this? And I was like, what you had is, what's this? And I was like, a jug? Clearly, it's a picture.
No, what I actually said was...
I says like, no. He goes, I can clearly see what it is.
Yeah, like...
Whose is it?
I know,
who owns it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. It's what we're using the money, and it's yours now. And he's like, okay. And that was it. Then I just left it on their table.
I remember when I walked away, I think it was when I came back and the jugs was there, I was like, if anyone tries to take my seat, kill him. But if it's Katie Harvey, just leave it, keep it. It's kind of like...
Yeah, poor Katie Harvey, when she came in, there was no seats, and they were just looking. Her and
Was
Phil,
she there?
and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, they got there quite late.
Yeah, her, Phil, and then Justy was standing next to each other.
Justy was there for a while because Debbie was meant to come, but I think she was like, I think she's starting a new job. I can't remember what Justy said. I think he said she was starting a new job or something.
I probably got a little bit too excited, but when I seen the glow sticks, my instinct was like, Is she coming?
We brought the glow sticks for Worky.
Yeah, I know. Like I know what Nathan was saying. Like my instant reaction when I seen the glow sticks is like, really? Is it?
I think actually she was watching it. If you follow her, like her Instagram, like they were actually watching those loud because Dom was leaving.
Yeah.
So I think it was his going away party yesterday.
Sad.
Poor Dom.
Did anyone see how he got fired?
Yeah. That's what happens when you
Yeah, he was like having a big bag of cans with Humperdinck's wife in the hot tub.
Yeah. And
Humperdinck just walks up and he's like, "Oh, I was kidding. It was a joke. It was a rib." And now it begs the question: who the fuck is going to be doing commentating now? And if it's Humperdinck, I'm going to be really, really annoyed because all he does is rip into us in the front row.
Because didn't he do it that one show? And
he did the one show, yeah.
And then he did.
It's not. Sorry, it's not that Dom
suspended.
Hold on, yeah, it's not when he didn't show up. He's never done a no show. Okay, he was suspended.
Yeah.
For that month, I think he was in Thailand at that point.
Yeah, so
he's gone to Australia now for like 3 months.
So he'll probably be back.
Although I have to say,
if things go well in Australia, no, probably not.
Well,
he is a young Irish man going to Australia for 3 months.
He's trying to get himself to Australia.
Those 3 months can turn into 6 months.
He's gone to find Emma.
Bring her back to OTT, please.
She's actually booked on IPU.
IPW, is it?
When? Something UK. IP something UK.
Oh, IPW UK. Yeah.
UK. Oh Jesus. But yeah, no, she's booked on one of their shows.
I wonder how much.
I wonder if she'd be at Defiant actually, because that lineup for Defiant looks so good. I can't.
I'm just so happy that Chris Wolf is on again.
Did that sell it? Yes.
No, I fucking didn't. No way.
Oh, Chris Wolf, yeah.
Not yet.
Her and Dash.
I suppose they haven't announced matches yet. It's not.
No. It's not even that as well. It's because an awful lot of people still haven't gotten paid with January.
Yeah, that's another.
What?
It's a risky move.
Some people aren't getting paid until the last week of January.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the wrestlers didn't get paid. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, it's a bit of a risky move. Like,
so yeah, Ginny is going to come and work in Dublin.
But they do the same thing that when it was WrestleCon though as well. They put the WrestleCon tickets up for sale as well at the same time when they're previous, because again it's a weekend event. Maybe that's why the tickets are affecting 40 quid then. It's a weekend event.
First from Space Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Defined as like
no.
Is it? Yeah, Aerospace Odyssey.
When the hell's Martina's gaff party then?
That's the night before Defined, isn't it? And then Define's April 1st. I'm
just gonna go on. Hold on a minute because
Twitter.
No. I'm gonna go on because then they have the tickets on sale. For that.
I actually got the.
Like makes. One of the last tickets that I bought were from OTT in Belfast. So now every time it goes to the Belfast, I go straight away.
Yeah.
Are you going actually? None of you are going.
What?
Belfast on next weekend.
It's better even get to fucking Dublin than Belfast.
I booked Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
I was doing 5 fracture because I'm working until fucking 7.
Yeah.
Go to the Black Sheep. March 1st.
This is just something that just requires a lot of black sheep inside like a room.
Retro gaming. Basically doing a SmackDown 2 tournament in the Black Sheep on Capel Street. €5 a ticket. You can get them on Eventbrite. It's basically like we're doing a SmackDown 2 tournament.
What day of the week?
It's a company called.
It's March 1st. It's on a Thursday.
Ooh, Thursday.
Oh, Retro Wrestling Gaming Alliance.
Yeah, Retro Wrestling Gaming Alliance presents SmackDown.
Although me and Mikey are supposed to be having a SmackDown 2 match to determine who makes the threads.
What date? What day?
I don't know how that's gonna happen.
March in April. Sorry, it's April 1st. That's the Sunday.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm 90% sure.
The bank holiday that weekend, isn't it? Or that day?
Is it?
I think the Monday there is not. Well, no, because then they were meant to be running one of the events was meant to be on a bank holiday.
Sure.
You know, they released their whole schedule at once, and it was like, all right,
I gotta go to the bathroom now.
Hello. He nearly broke the entire thing.
It's his stuff.
We don't really care.
Yeah, because they only run Sunday shows when it's a bank holiday.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Scrap special show. The Sunday shows are in Belfast always, though.
Yeah.
That doesn't count for the bank holidays. They always
Was the
do
first
Sunday shows.
WrestleMania not done?
Nope.
No, sorry.
Oh.
The
See, okay, that's the thing is, right?
The
so
Aftershock
Defiant is
then?
coming up as just a one-day event.
Yeah. Because the night
Right.
before they have the other event.
when is that?
isn't it?
The
Sunday?
night before.
Yeah, they have another show.
No, hang on. Defiant is on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Fuck, I could have went to that.
That's why I'm saying.
Should get
Is it a
tickets.
bank holiday? But there's nothing coming up for the 31st.
I don't. The tickets for
No,
that didn't go on sale yet.
why is that show on a Sunday?
But what?
I think that's Martinez Gaff Party.
Hold on. What date is
They'd already have two shows like in a row, 2 nights in a row.
WrestleCon
WrestleCon.
was a week. It was a
Yeah, no,
Friday
but-
event. That was 2 days. That was 2 nights in a row.
Oh.
Actually, there was a lot of problems buying tickets this morning. I went to try and buy them for Outer Space Odyssey, and the
Telling
link kept crashing.
Go for the app.
Get the app.
The app works
See?
flawlessly.
Okay, so Outer Space Odyssey is March 3rd. Defiant is April 1st.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here, Aaron. I was like, what are you doing in there that's causing an alarm to go off?
Okay.
Yeah,
Outer
so
Space
no,
Odyssey is March 3rd. So
No, it is, yeah.
Martinez Gaff Party must be the 31st.
Yeah, it is the 31st.
Yeah.
So why haven't those tickets gone on sale then?
I don't know. Because maybe
What'd you
they've
say?
just given us a break.
I just heard that really high pitched.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was that?
I have no fucking idea.
Did you do anything?
I went to push the toilet to flush at night. Went, did I do this? It was so fucking random.
And I'd say they're probably just waiting until after homecoming,
Sorry,
because
lads.
if they put 3 shows up at once, nobody would have any money.
No, but like I'm just.
Well, the original video made it look like that they were putting all 3 shows on
Because
sale.
I was just even checking with Jade, and it's just they'll go on sale before the March 3rd show.
Oh.
So they're gonna go on sale then
OGT will
before.
announce it.
He hasn't even done a poster for it,
I know.
which is actually kind of weird.
For Martinez Gaff Party?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he wants to keep it a surprise. Maybe that's going to be our surprise show.
We should look at it this way. Sure, that's gonna be setting up half the girls for the fun.
Yeah.
So we're
Get them
losing the
in
fucking
multi-
form.
Man tag action, New Japan stuff.
We just go, yep, thank you.
So yeah, we spent the whole time I was in the bathroom deliberating on when shows were for OTT.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally.
It's
Oh,
not.
you're
It's not
perfect.
soundproof in there. Like,
Yeah.
Look, I know I was taking a distance what was going on. Yeah, actually, OTT is next weekend.
it's that time. Like, you know.
It's that time of the podcast, all right, where we should just sort of just stop. I said.
No, first, the thing I will say is like this is great. This is the only time I've seen where all of us haven't went onto phones. I have never seen you at the stage of the podcast without a phone in your hand.
Yeah,
This is
because see now all of us are here, so I can't get away with fucking just me sitting. Just,
To be honest, though, as well, he hasn't had to search for news because we did have something
have
fresh
quite a
in our
lot,
mind
yeah.
to talk about. And the only times I have actually gone onto my phone is if we're double checking
Yeah,
something.
confirm things.
Confirmation.
and honestly, the big piece of news this week was fucking what Enzo's fucking.
And we didn't even mention it yet.
Well,
Is there any need to? It's dead now.
It's kind of been done to the ground. Like he's gonna be found not guilty, and
He might be back on Raw in about a decade.
it was
As a nostalgia act for
I
like
give it-
Raw
But no,
45.
I'll give it
One
6
thing I will
months
say is,
before
like,
he's
no,
back.
they've ripped them off of their posters. He's even been removed from games.
Like I will.
What?
Yeah, there's a WWE card. He's been removed from the catalog in there.
I will actually say.
Oh,
because
shit.
I think the whole
Sounds like a
reason
bit
they're
of-
like
This isn't just a simple like fuck off for a couple, like a Daniel Bryan thing.
No.
No.
It isn't like go away for a couple of months. It's like, oh, you're gone
Well,
now.
see, the problem
like
is they didn't
they did
release
the
them for
same
the
thing.
allegations. It was a
It
moral
was-
clause. They
it's
released
because of
them
the
because they
fact
didn't
that-
tell them
it's
about
because
it.
of the fact
this
that like
was
he's
the
known
was
since
when-
October that this has been going on, and he elected not to tell.
Jimmy
His,
Snooker was it?
he elected not to tell his employers.
Yeah, but Jimmy Snooker was in the game, yeah.
who are
I know they
still used-
removed him from that.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you ever hear the story of that? What Vince done to get Marvel out or something? Just left the room with no briefcase. Suddenly Jimmy Snooker is not getting investigated for murder
Yeah,
anymore.
but I was watching, was it the segment between Vince and Kevin Owens from
SmackDown.
When they go-
Going to it, yeah.
when the head would happen? Is like the way Vince was talking about like in court cases and all that, like all the court cases I've been in, I've never lost one, like
Bearing in mind,
I'm a
actually,
billionaire and all. It's like he's genuinely been serious.
but like here's the thing is though as well, if you're thinking back to the snooker thing, like back in the 80s as well, sort of thing, like when all this was actually going on, he did have a decent enough alibi at the time to go with
Yeah,
pressing charge. They couldn't really kind of say, yeah, you are guilty, because again, like the way kind of science has come along as well, time of death and stuff like that, like they were like everything was estimated.
Exactly.
It's like, well, I was actually here, and you can speak to 15,000 people, and they will vouch for the fact that I was in the ring. I was throwing up the peace sign, like sort of thing. So I think that's why originally their case fell apart on that one, and obviously,
and also the fact that Vince went into an office with a fucking briefcase full of money going, it's gone now.
Yeah, okay, that as well. Then
it never happened.
I feel like,
yeah,
I'm saying, like the fact that Vince has come out and said is like, for people like me.
But like that's hold on, like you can look at any
I know,
court case in the world.
But he's been genuinely serious.
Yeah, he has been genuinely serious. But you can say that any banker in Ireland can go and say, "Well, I've never had every court case against me has been dropped," and it fucking has. You wankers.
It's the IWF video political podcast.
I won't say anything about bankers.
But,
like,
we put the F in politics.
But it is though. But it is like the whole thing with Enzo though. It wasn't the fact is that like he was still. What?
We put the F in politics. I just went.
But like the thing with Enzo though was had he and
no, I saw it a second. Where would the F go? Here's my next question.
It didn't mean literally.
Well,
it's Alex.
I didn't say that.
He didn't say it. Dan said it.
I said it.
I actually for once didn't say the truth.
I zoned out completely.
This is the second time we've done it in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, hold on a minute. Hurricane was more than 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
It's backing up my point really more than anything else.
I slipped.
It's like that vine. It's like, happy birthday, Raven. I can't swim.
Doing like his like judging, right? And he made me and Ollie laugh so hard, and she did her deaf girl donkey laugh, and I was doing the snort, like when Ollie laughed, it's like, it makes me laugh so hard.
It's not even noticeable.
That went on for like 20 minutes, right? And every now and again you can just see Justy. Oh my God. Rachel couldn't give a fuck. That went on for like 20 minutes yesterday, and it was just so funny because honest to God, every time I work, he would just like say something or zone out, and then like come back in.
No, seriously, working needs to be part of low blows.
Oh, he's so. Do you know what's really funny as well is when you're actually like chatting to him, and after like he's not in character anymore, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, I mean," you're just kind of like, "What the fuck?"
So you're telling me he's not twisted off his face most of the time?
So
have I been deceptively lied to?
He doesn't have any else.
He
doesn't
want you.
Justy going, wake up.
Yeah, it's so funny. He's actually so good. Like he's so funny. But oh no, seriously, like everything that he was saying was just gold. And like once Ali gets off on that laugh.
When he interrupted Justy with his
I just got back. Oh, but here, this is actually the worst thing, right? So because of how close we were sitting to Aaron, right? Aaron Poole. And
Claire.
Right? But here's the thing is, we were saying that loudly to him, right? Because of where we were sitting. And you can just see kind of the reaction from the other lads, and they were laughing. And at one point, I kind of forgot how close to the front we actually were, considering where I was sitting. And I said quite loudly, "Oh, just shut the fuck up and someone punch him already," right? And this was just Aaron just doing his normal thing. And what made it even worse was just he started to laugh. Worky wasn't really paying attention. You can just see Keane. Right? And what made it even worse was like Ali's like, "Amy," and I'm like, "I don't fucking care anymore. I just wanted someone to punch him in the face. I'll fucking do it." And then you could just see Aaron. He kind of forgot. So he kind of forgot what he was going to say, and then he realized I actually can't say anything now because I think she might actually hit me. And then what was even better as well is when he was going to be fish hooked and he started to run. Right, we were talking to Justy afterwards. And someone goes, "So did you know he was going to run up the top?" And he was like, "No, I was told he's only going to run across the side." Then when I saw him go, I'm like, "I'm not fucking going after him." So then he goes,
"What are you going to stop him?"
So he goes, "I wasn't going after him. I fucking told the lads. I told her I'm here to fish hook. I'm not here to work." And that was it. He's like, "Bring him back."
I love where he plays that. And fish hooking is just something he does to like people. Just he walks them the street. It's just fish hook. Fish hook.
He probably does. It's just in shape.
It was really funny as well because like when I was buying the shirt off him, he was like joking. He went like that to himself, like he just kind of went like that, and then he kind of went, and I went, "Oh, you finally found out how it tastes?" And he just went. For people I really don't like, I'll rub it anywhere down the back of the knee pad, back the crack, you know, just give them that nice little justy taste. I was like, "No, that's nice."
Wait, was he selling shirts?
Yeah.
Ah.
Was he?
15 quid a pop.
15 quid a pop, yeah. It was actually really funny because when Katie Harvey turned up and she was asking him, "So did you promote the show?" And we were all like, "He promoted a shirt," and he was like, "What?" Oh, he's like, "They have a show on Friday."
Yeah.
In East Wall, the Sean Casey.
I'm going if you want to.
Which part of the theatre? The normal they put it next to the theatre or the hall?
It's in
part?
the gymnasium, it's in the hall part.
I was
So it's in the
wondering
Sean Casey Community Centre.
Lovely hall.
€10 a ticket, I think.
Yeah.
On Eventbrite.
Good show though.
Yeah.
Good lineup.
Very
That
good
women's match, the tag match. It'd be good to see Leah T. See what she can do.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one anyway.
That's her debut, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
so definitely want to get down for the 5 Factory 5 matches. Shows are good.
That's why I'm not going
to win as well, but
it's a worthwhile trade-off. Travel all the way to Belfast or watch wrestling in Dublin. I think I'll choose Dublin.
I'm going to be going to Belfast anyway.
Yeah, but I chose
make a weekend of wrestling.
I'm kind of disappointed though because like I really want to see Timothy Thatcher and Keith.
I just want to see Chuck Taylor. To be honest with you,
that's true.
I'm happy to see. I'm happy
playing Chuck. Thank you for making the Converse.
Well, Converse.
Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor All Stars.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, right. Oh, what the fuck? That was went over my head there.
That I was just like, I'm talking about Chucky T here, the Kentucky gentleman.
That bit that he had in Ring of Honor when he got hit with the fucking string was the
that was beautiful. It was so good.
Oh
my God, he's been severely injured. He's been seriously injured.
You did see? I'm surprised he never went to CCW.
Isn't he in that? Is it not a 4-way match he's in at Dublin? Him, Martina, Angel, and Pico. That's so fucking funny.
And then he has a single match then up in Belfast
against Mark Haskell.
You say that like I'm sure.
Well,
I'm not going to cement myself down to it.
That's the thing is, I am going to put that in cement, I think, because lineup is subject to change.
Of course, as we've seen.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not really that disappointed that we're going to lose Tyler.
Because Tyler and Zach would have been the best match ever.
Oh, but I love Travis Banks.
That's true.
I do love a bit of the Kiwi buzzsaw.
I think he's much better live though, because like he worked in so many different companies that you're just kind of like I've seen him everywhere. But then you're like you see him live, you're like,
plus
so good.
You know, we did get Trent 7 as well.
Who knows? We might just get a stupid sexy Travis appearance. Who knows? If he wants to do comedy, if he wants to go into comedy mode.
Oh my God, I would actually.
That would work in OTT.
I would love stupid sexy Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Because honest to God, watching that video, watching the video of like stupid sexy Travis and then super sexy Millie and then super sexy Trent just all coming out.
Oh yeah, Millie though.
Is just.
Millie looks like she did in her old gimmick before she did the MMA hair tied up. I was
just about to ask you, can you hold out those so I can wipe my glasses? And then you just started doing it. I was like, oh fuck.
But yeah, no, I would love to see that, because in all fairness, if No Fun Done was over again, just to do the super.
I'm holding a microphone.
Let's do it for the gender neutral
I
title.
have a radio in my car.
I could totally do it for the gender neutral title. Let's do it Sexy Travis and Martine, whoever's holding.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Do a tag match or something, or session. Martina and her drunk friends against the stupid
Session
sexy
friends.
team. The session friends against the stupid sexy team.
You actually forgot session friends, and you just went on her drunk
Drunk
friends. Session friends.
It's happening again.
Session friends, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's happening again.
something again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The indie marks are taking over.
Yeah.
Marks.
Look, it's an Irish promotion. You twats should watch it. Jesus.
I was going to say, and I was like, yeah, sure, Christ, we're promoting it and everything. And I'm like, I'm not wearing the hoodie, but I'm sitting over there in the corner.
Oh yeah,
Good
that's something
hoodie.
I just want to mention as well. What do you make of the OTT's deal with O'Neill's?
Holy
So cool.
shit.
It's great.
Oh my God. That half zip, that grey and yellow half zip. I need to get it.
The only thing I was like, kind of, 20 years ago, Full Hog start selling more OTT
Yeah.
merchandise with O'Neill's.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's
looking
really
stuff.
attention grabbing though, because people go up to me and they're like, "Oh, that's O'Neill's. What's it for?" And they're like, "O'Neill says wrestling." I'm like, "Yeah, wrestling's cool." And they're like,
I genuinely want
"Alright then."
wear the black and ring.
Aye,
Just wear it
doesn't
for
it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Looks
lying because
good.
wrestling is not cool. It's just,
Hey, wrestling is the
I
coolest.
will actually say this now. In the last couple of years, wrestling has made its comeback back into it. It's no longer you're no longer kind of judged as harshly. You're still judged, just not as harshly for being a wrestling fan.
It-
But it's not
It was
good,
ma-
it's
it was-
entertaining as fuck.
It was Dave Meltzer said this, and I agree with him. And I'm starting with Dave
What?
Meltzer, but I'm going to end with it on Jim Cornette's podcast.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
Then we should end the
That-
podcast there because we'll obviously.
because there were
Dave Meltzer's been
because
mentioned, I don't give a shit now.
Jim Cornette was arguing that wrestling must be the only professional sport on the planet where the wages have never gone up. They've, in general, across the board, gone down. In a sense. So then Dave Meltzer made a point. Wrestling is the most popular it's been in 20 years. At the exact same time, it's the least popular it's been
Yeah,
in about 20 years.
that's true. I think
It's not wrong.
accessibility has made it so that like wrestling fans who don't like WWE are just getting invested in different products.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gone for
yeah.
that, yeah, but it's
So
very,
whereas 10 years ago, if you didn't like WWE, you might watch TNA if you were lucky. Now you can watch New Japan, All Japan.
10 years ago, no, 10 years ago,
OTT
the-
Progress.
10 years ago the internet was infested and well, I watch Ring of Honor, and that's real wrestling.
The what?
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. Yeah.
Ring of Honor was
TNA,
the
Ring of
stupid
Honor.
indie promotion that everyone loved. Then now it's fucking depends on what part of the world it seems to be now at this point.
True. It's either Progress.
Forces
PWG.
OTT in England is Progress or ACW, and
ICW.
PWG over in America. Oh, are we done? So
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think the cravings for McDonald's are starting.
this was fucking horrible. I'm never doing this again. With any money.
I know,
Social anxiety
I know.
just
I've
kicked
watched.
in
I
after
know
like
you've all
20
watched
minutes.
me eat two
Well,
slices.
look,
of pizza
we'll try and
before
do one
I'm
for
honest.
WrestleMania.
Oh no, we'll do one for we'll do one for WrestleMania.
Right, so you'll book the hotel room for 2 nights.
Cool.
Did you see what
This-
I did? So yeah.
This time it'll be closer to O'Connell Street. I'll go back to the same place I was the last time.
Yeah, instead of across the road from me where I'm scared that you're gonna.
The hotel on
Yeah.
Parnell Street that is actually not on Parnell Street.
That confused me to know. It's like Parnell Square. It's Dorset Street. I live there. What the fuck?
John makes it even better. This is actually just on my route to work anyway. So
And for Dan, it's much like me.
No, in all fairness, I think for one of the next thing process, I'm actually try and book in for the actual hotel above Buskers.
That would be cool.
Just
where
That's what
Nathan
we
went.
said- that's what
Nathan
we
went
said as
there,
well
the
earlier.
Temple Bar Hotel.
that'd be a great place to go. I don't even do it myself.
Is that expensive though?
I think it's like €90.
It's Temple Bar, so it's not.
You-
Especially because it's on a
Yeah,
Sunday night.
You
You're
have
talking
got
like,
your Temple Bar prices. now, to
like
be
Sunday.
fair.
You're talking Sunday, Monday. It's not too bad. Like.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
just go.
Well,
No,
it's
I'm
a
gonna
work
wait
in
for
progress.
some sort of fast food.
Thank you.
Don't know why I need to look at the camera to say
Go
that.
on,
but
taste the
anyway.
rainbow.
I love the American ads for Skittles because they make it more like contract the rainbow.
What seriously? What? How fucking weird is those Skittles adverts? He's like milking a giraffe.
I
That's
know.
eating a rainbow.
Oh, I don't know if they've had
And
it
he
over
just
here.
pisses himself
You know,
off
like
and-
the American one where guy breaks out and Skittle pox,
Oh, that one.
and then
eats
she
it, and I'm
picks
like,
the
"That's
Skittle off
mine."
his face, eats it, and he's like,
I do love the one when anytime he touches something, it turns
yeah,
into
yeah.
Skittles.
Oh
That's
yeah, The
amazing.
Office.
Yeah.
I
He
can't touch
goes
that
onto
baby.
the phone and turns into the. I don't know.
Well, fairness is like,
That is a genius ad.
in all fairness, like that guy's life must be an absolute nightmare. He can't hug anybody. He just go, wah!
That was the point. He was like, I can't hold my son. How did you do it then?
Again, that's the point. I'm trying to think of any combination. Hang on a second. Maybe it's that he touches something, but maybe and then he touches him. So he kind of go, work away. Maybe it's just his hands is the problem.
Yeah. Because he's wearing clothes.
Like. He has to have kinky bondage sex.
That's a good point. Because otherwise, how does he put his clothes on? When he wear no, because like I would say, maybe he wears gloves. Maybe he wears gloves. But then how does he get the gloves on?
Just wedge between the chicken. She couldn't get less of a fuck.
We need to end this. We need to end this.
This has been nearly 3 hours of bullshit. Why wasn't this caught in the audio? Why did the audio have to stop?
This isn't part. Oh gosh.
No, the audio had to stop earlier.
So the last hour isn't even on.
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. You know, you can just rip the audio off of this video. You can just go and just download the video as an audio file.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, no, it's like. Here we go.
I think she has not even noticed what's happening, I think.
No.
Oh, God.
Wait, I need to. Alex, will you click there, stop broadcast, please? Does everyone wave? Do the usual.